key might not work. Of course, I have to wait a full 2 minutes before I actually start uploading, but it'll be fun. All right, so somebody explain to me what LaneSmash is. Well, all I know is that there's different points, and that if they has anybody captured like the actual enemy base before?
Yeah, MCY a couple of times.
MCY?
Yeah, I believe it was against Dora they captured. In fact, I think every game at least, one round they've at least captured home base. I'm not sure, that might not be true, but every game I've expected,
That's gotta really suck, just watching them push, and then you just can't stop them from camping your amp station or tech plant. And I was talking to Rob about it. Oh shoot, it's already going off. And I was talking to Rob, and he was saying, what was it? My brain biffed off for a minute there. He said, yeah, that they'll actually use a biolab as one of your main stations. And that have those ever been taken?
Yeah, that was actually the first game against Dora. Of course, MCY played NC, they took the biolab.
What?
With Max's.
I was like, with a fair 24-24 fight of guys that are all listening to each other, how does that happen? I can't wrap my head around it.
It was the first round, so they are not matched against each other. It was just randomly assigned an opponent, and there are obviously opponents who are not as strong as others. And
it's a seeding round.
As we see now in the finals, there is MCY, so they must be a really strong team. So you just can't look at this.
MCY, like a really strong team.
If we had more sign-ups,
they are the stack masters.
We definitely would do more like in PSPL, more divisions where we can match the skills of the teams better. But with just, we had about, how many signups did we had? I think we had 12 signups or 14. So that's not enough to do 2 divisions.
We had 12 signups and like a few dropped out right away.
Yeah, I just want to point out I've switched over. I'm going to cast from VS, well, stream from, well, whatever, from VS, because just easier to see both teams for me.
I'm going to do it from TR so I can see what.
Now, I don't know a lot about MCY. Are they NC main? What are they?
So they made NC on Miller. They're quite known for their tactics of maxes and smokes. They're really, really good with maxes. I know most people say, maxes are cheesy, whatever, but this is different. This is LaneSmash. This is competitive. You do what you need to win, and if maxes are the way you win, then you pull maxes, and they are very, very good. Like their teamwork is phenomenal. So.
Oh, I don't jump on that bandwagon. It's easy to counter maxes if you're ready for it. They show up clearly on the map. Everybody knows when there are a bunch of maxes are coming. Throw down a bunch of explosives. You're good to go. If they're very well used, one of my favorite tactics I learned basically having to play against Briggs a bunch. My favorite tactics is where they fake a max crash coming in one direction, and once all your guys are focused putting your explosives and throwing all your deployables that way, then they bring the real max crash from the other direction.
Yeah, the MCY are very, very good. Like, they're very, very fast with the maxes. Like, they don't rush from the point. They'll rush, from a galaxy, whatever. It's not, like, they're very, very good. Like, it's not like...
I have noticed that a lot lately. I mean, it didn't used to be... It was like a big thing when the game first started, and then it disappeared for a while. Then I started seeing a resurgence where people started actually doing max crashes, but via gal drop. We even see people scoop up their maxes, like do like the MLG, get real close to the ground and let the maxes jump into your galaxy so it doesn't have to stop maneuver.
Yeah, that's too. Always fun.
Can I drag you guys down to the streaming channel so nobody will interrupt you?
Someone could move me. That would be great. I don't think I have access.
Yeah.
I'm not that fancy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
one of the things MCY are really good at is rotating their maxes and rotating their engineers between those maxes. Like, their survivability is really, really good.
Now, by rotating, do you mean on spawn, just people flipping between them, or rotating out of line of fire?
Rotating out of line of fire.
Now, see, that's something I almost never see, and it's really funny with like the NC Max with its big freaking shield, that if you rotate in and out, you can actually really collectively use that. When it first came out, lots of us were doing these failing style attacks and pulling people back as they were getting beat up, and then everyone stopped doing it.
Yeah, it's just really, really nice to see because, like you say, that you don't see a lot of people doing it. But in LaneSmash, it works really, really well.
Oh, yeah.
So it's something to bear in mind. If you do see MCY getting a build, normally it's when they're holding a building.
Your main referee for the evening. Can I please have the team captains in the LaneSmash meeting room to state if their team is ready to go at the full hour?
Yeah, so it's nice.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Just
so-
a heads up, guys. I'm streaming on PSP2 now. Punos, are you streaming?
Yeah, it's active and it says it's uploading. You see it on the channel? I'm waiting for him to click the channel, I guess.
I'll just check now.
All right. Yep, since it's been going for a bit now, let me look at the clock.
Got extra ammunition here.
5 minutes.
Yep, okay. I see you on PSP1.
All right. We'll see how well my scoreboard that I just shoddily threw together holds up. When your internet dropped out, that saved me some time because I have to roll the code out to the production environment.
Ammunition here.
I was like, that's too much trouble. But then, like, at one point, I was trying to update it so that the PSB logo showed up, and accidentally, like, overwrote all the code I wrote. And I was like, damn it! But it was still up and running on the computer I was deving it on, so it was all right.
One of the many problems of coding, how temperamental it can be.
Well, it's actually not a massive problem these days. All of like your younger coders use some sort of version management. I'm of an older era where I'm just like, it's too much trouble, and I don't version manage nothing. And somebody says, well, what if you overwrite your code and lose everything? And I was like, then I learn from it and do it all over again.
Until it just becomes memory.
Tear off that Band-Aid. That's what you get. That's like, for example, when I fell out of my attic, I learned I don't want to go up there no more.
That's where I live, the attic. I just get shoved up there, expected to live with it.
Well, one of the first
I'm
things
just
I did
curious,
was like,
how come the TR aren't grouping up in their amp station? It's
No, they all seem to just be at the warp gate. I'll go and tell them. They'll know to go to the amp station, won't they? It's not their first time. What? I'll just say you guys gonna move to your quarter, yeah. So Halo Spud?
Yeah.
What any words on like TCM? What are Bling and Red Mist like together? How do they play on live? I think I've talked
they
MCY
have
to death.
two totally different play styles. So Bling is one of the best air outfits in the game, if not the best. They got some top grade pilots. They're also decent infantry, but I expect to see them in the air mostly. And Red Mist, they do a lot of stuff, but what they do best is infantry. Do a lot of scrim matches. I think they came second in the first PSBL league to Fool. And to be honest, they've probably got better since then. So they're not bad on the ground. It should be a good pairing.
Like, I think Bling. Now, forgive me if it's wrong, but statistics in sight. I believe Bling were the first outfit to get like everyone in their player in their outfit to have like an average battle rank of 100. I might be wrong, but I think it was them. Or it might have been someone else. Either Full, Bling, or VIB. One of them three.
Probably. It wouldn't surprise me.
I'm almost certain it was Bling, because Bling, like you say, they are very, very good, like pilots, very good. So I know as well. Did they go a bit inactive? Like, because I kind of played on Cobalt and C for a bit, so, and I stopped seeing them. So
a little bit. So earlier in the year when the flight changes happened, related to the PS4, PS4 PS2 release, as confusing as that is. A few of them quit the game. They just didn't like the way the controls changed.
This is a referee, 1 minute until match start.
I'm just gonna go for a wee.
Good luck.
well, good. I just realized I was hanging out inside the wrong chat room for the Twitch feed. I was like, oh snap! No one's saying nothing. Oh, that's my stretch. So hopefully, somebody said this is Server Smash preview. Well, while we get ready here, we've only got about a minute to go.
Is
So
it
get ready
part
for talking
of
about.
TCM's plan to start from the warp gate? Is anybody? I mean, are they moving to the amp?
Right? That's
Or
an
are they doing
interesting
something a
tactic.
little bit different?
Is this? Oh, maybe they're planning to start on the warp gate so they can try and if MCY get that air all the way up to Shrouded Skyway, if they get jump on top of him, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
This is like a stud start. This is interesting. I mean, I'm guessing it's on purpose because TCM played a lot of matches before, so yeah.
I don't
communication
understand how
problem,
that's tactically
I'm sorry, guys,
advantageous.
but we have to delay the match a little bit.
Oh, okay. So Reeve just said there's communication issues. So this might be some of the communication issues they're having, like reason they're delaying the match. But maybe I think so. Yeah. The pop's rising out quite amp station. So maybe.
Yeah,
Nice, very nice.
Well, that's good to know. I was like, y'all were trying to explain, like, maybe they're doing a thing from the warp gate, and I was like, that math does not work.
I know. That's why I was like confused because surely you want to get there as quick as possible, right?
It's like we're gonna
Like-
jackknife from one base to the other and get a speed boost.
Well, I always think so. I think you should get there as fast as you can, but other outfits have tried to get there second, so that because you expect your opponent to bail from their ESFs, and if you can just gun them down when they've dropped, you can sometimes get a quick wipe, deplete their resources a bit, and then be on a good footing to attack the next base.
Okay, communication problems seem to be sorted. We are starting in 1 minute.
60 seconds from now, I guess. Yeah, TCM's showing up at the base now. All at the regular spot on the amp station. On subject of air, I don't think you'll see many people bailing. I think this is going to be like deathmatching Reavers, deathmatching
I think
Mosses
so
kind
as
of
well.
thing. Yeah.
For this match, nobody's going to waste resources. I think.
Like, player skill aside, like based on the ESFs, who do you think could win? Like just this air engagement, who do you think's going to win? Like player skill aside, kind of thing. Just
It depends. I mean, it fundamentally comes down to numbers. You'd have to give the edge to TCM, to be honest.
with the
But we'll
Mossy
see.
or with Bling.
It'd be interesting. Bling, purely
Yeah.
Bling.
mean-
Mozzie's nice, but it's got lower DPS than a Reaver, doesn't it?
Yeah,
With
I
Reeve
Well,
on
it depends on what
alcohol,
they have
the
on 'em,
match
right?
will start in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, go, go.
where they go, I'm just going to watch the Galaxy take off because he looks like he's going to hit the landing pad at the TR base.
I love that they all have to wait at the actual pad to pull them vehicles. So that queue is about to get long.
Right, so this is interesting. The Galaxy's still sat there, and he's actually getting some maxes from the spawn room into the Galaxy before he goes away.
So
two anti-maxes.
again, we see MCY doing the normal tactic of actually just waiting up with the Reavers. You know, instead of pushing one by one, whoever spawns it first, they're all just grouping up around the amp station and they're spreading out and they're getting ready to push together as one big ball.
Okay.
I noticed an
TCM
explosion
have got
earlier,
two
too.
bailers on the vehicle terminal. They dropped it on the vehicle terminal, so I guess they're going to hack that. No, they're destroying it. It's down.
Right,
I'm
so
watching-
yeah,
It's like I'm watching
Sorry,
Bravo
it's
4
Sheriff
take a
Skyway.
weird roundabout way to get to the base. I think he's going to try to come in from behind him.
it looks like the main chunk of TCM is actually being really quite slow. I don't know, maybe some communication errors. Maybe this is all part of the plan. What's MCY doing?
MCY, I
Where's
can't see anywhere.
Where's
The blob is just
Yeah,
towards
MCY
Scarfield
are
now.
taking their time. I think they might want to scope out positions. It looks like, oh, okay,
Yeah,
there
here
they
we
go. Now
We
they're
got
coming
an air
in.
engagement now.
Yeah. It looks like TCM do have a slight distance advantage when it comes to getting to the Shrouded Skyway, so maybe that's how come MCY took a bit to get here.
We've already got our first
Look at
explosion
this,
of the
it's
night.
huge air
Oh,
battle. One of the bigger ones we've seen in LaneSmash.
the danger zone is
Oh,
real with this
Obviously,
one.
Both want to get the air dominance straight from the start.
Man, that is a lot of air. So is that typically how these lane sashes start? Just a little aerial battle before someone tries to take the base? Or is there
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
guys
they're
down here
able to
capping
grab.
it?
Well,
Whoever gets dominance first usually gets a big, strong foothold inside the base. And
it's
especially
hard to tell
one
who's winning this.
especially with a base like Shrouded Skyway, which is it's all open ground. Having dominance is key for this base if you want to take it.
And I see that the Sunderer is already being pulled and pushed in from MCY. Finally getting late on that one, but they're moving it in.
It looks like
While it looks like
the
TCM has a
Reavers-
Galaxy down.
It looks like MCY have won the air battle with the Reavers. I'm not seeing any Mozzies left. Just one, and he's dead. He has
MCY is trying to
okay.
land a Liberator on the TCM Galaxy.
Oh yeah, I see that. That's something. Yeah, MCY. So MCY do on the point here. What is this? Shrouded Skyway. and
Oh, and MCY going for the stealth Sunday. See how that plays
I'm
out.
just looking at the populations of this base, and the
They
MCY
got
currently sit at 57%.
yeah, they got Jewel Cobalt Sunday above the A point, which is pretty nasty for anybody trying to get anywhere near there.
Actually, I was just thinking about it. Yeah, we've got three observers on NC, so
You've got one on
the
TR as
populations
well.
may be a bit skewed.
The TCM Sunday is to the north. It's cloaked Sundra.
So yeah,
Under the trees, you
there's
see
a
it?
few guys gathering up on it and pushing in now.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
back.
And I
Max is
see him
being pulled.
pounder Max too, yeah. So
All
there's
right, well, it
actually
looks
an
like
enemy
TCM
Sunday
have
right
found
by
the
it.
stealth Sunday, and they're slowly accosting it. It is on fire, and it is down.
Are there any more Sundras? Any more spawn points for MCY? 'Cause I can't see them.
I do not see them, no.
No.
Oh, wait,
I'm
no,
on
no,
NC,
no,
and
I
can
see
them.
something. It's buried on the map, but there it is.
Oh yeah, now I see it. Yeah, I'm on TR, so I can't see any like cloaked Sundras or anything. I can only see TR.
It's not a cloaked one. They haven't deployed it yet because it's in a no-deploy zone, but they can squad
all
deploy.
it
It's
They
not
do
a big
have
deal.
battle force looking over the point.
Yeah, they can squad
Duke
deploy.
Cobalts,
Yeah.
I think they are. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's
it's
interesting.
pure anti-infantry they're going for here, which I think is the best kind of bet. I mean, you're going for some long range. There's some long range areas in this base, so Cobalts, I would say, are the best option.
Yeah, it's pretty much going to be sniping the guys as they kind of come from the north. So yeah, Cobalt's a good option here. Probably
I
the
what
best
do you
option.
As TCM are pushing in though, MCY have got this nice little position on the walkways overlooking the TCM Sunday.
The TCM Sunday's
it's
been
really-
spotted. The shoot, the
Yeah,
local
it's
star-
undeployed.
Really,
Push
it is.
in.
Yeah, they know
TCM
where it
is,
is now.
is kind of deciding where they want to put their second Sunder right now. Their first Sunder has already been noticed. It cannot keep its cloak up.
There's no engineer on this Sunday as well.
Feels like TCM wasted quite a lot of resources there. They were pulling maxes, yet they weren't really doing anything with them, and they were just getting taken out as they tried to approach Shrouded Skyway. So
Oh, TCM goes to save the Sunday. Nice move on their part. Where'd that
Oh,
second
TCM.
Sunday run off to?
TCM have got a second Sunday to this east, deployed, in the generic behind the building kind of spot. I think that might be the same
Ah,
one.
coming in from the back door.
Yeah, and they're already to the east as well on the walkway. There's a group of 3 TR just near the point, if you can see them. And
Yeah.
there's a harasser below them. So,
I'm also seeing an excellent use of recon darts around the perimeter there, letting them know that that sneak attack was coming.
yeah, so that's some really, really nice use for that by, I think that was MCY with the recon darts, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Or
MCY's
is it?
recon
Yeah.
darts covered their ass, so they didn't get caught with their pants down.
There's a harasser moving in. What's on that harasser? What
That's
Let's
the-
see him. I'm
that's
gonna give him a look-see.
It's a
So
Vulcan
group of
harasser.
TR Maxes.
Alright, so that's
Oh, he's
gonna
heading
be
for the
good for
stairs.
taking down the Sunday.
Oh, the Maxes
Okay.
are coming in
And
too.
two
Pounder
Maxes
Max is coming in. This could be.
Maxes
good
can't cap
for
the point
TCM.
though. They got to keep their support alive. They're gonna cap
Oh,
that point.
there's
There it
only
is.
one engineer.
The harasser ran over the Max.
Nope, and no
Nice.
one is alive to take down the A point. Wow, that was a good assault
That is-
though.
30
That
seconds
Cobalt
left.
Sunday minced them.
30 seconds left. TCM lost all their squishies on the point, so that was no cap for them. MCY have got it straight back again, and I don't know if TCM can have time to push back. Now MCY
Oh, I
are
think
fully
that's
aware
it.
of where they're coming from.
Their
Yep,
beacon's
bacon is down.
I don't think they have a spawn here. I think they're probably gonna prep the next base and get a defense ready.
Yeah, the spawn
that-
options, huh?
That's quite interesting though, because it could be argued that TCM actually had the advantage there. You look at their path from Kwati to Shrouded Skyway, and it seems considerably shorter than
Capture!
Shrouded. So maybe it was that error in communications coming back. Just
Yeah, and
preventing
that
them from
capture
making ground
goes
early.
to MCY. Wow, they seem to have at the very beginning, it looked like they had a slow start to the base, and then they just held the advantage almost the entire time. It was I didn't really see that coming.
An interesting fact for you all, we're actually inside the MCY platoon. They allowed us to sit inside Delta Squad. And I'm just looking at the force composition now, and they have 0 Maxes. So I think that's a first for MCY.
I noticed that.
Well, in all
noticed
fairness, there was no point strategically that called for that.
Yeah,
Indeed,
and
indeed.
if you're on about resource management and saving your resources, yeah, this is great. This is exactly what you needed.
right.
Dude,
So
this
the
is
next
great.
base,
The MCY Stealth Sunday
So
is
it's an
placed
MCY
real
Galaxy.
close to the TCM Galaxy.
MCY capping the point at the next base over at what's
Oh,
his
he's
base
getting
again?
hit.
Jenny Dan
The
Physics
gal's down. You got ganked by a Liberator and 2 Mozzies.
Right, MCY have taken the point at Gender Dam Physics. So I think it's only one guy on the point though, so they shouldn't really. TCM shouldn't have any trouble trying to push him off. Considering
Little
how many people they have
MLG
here.
gal drop of one guy on the A point.
Oh no, it wasn't. It was a Sundra driver, and now the maxes have come out. I'm seeing one max at least. He's going for the point. They do have a Galaxy actually looking at that Cloak Sundra now. They've figured out where it is. So I don't know if that Cloak Sundra's going to last any longer.
Oh,
But
there's
the
a
Galaxy-
max.
He's down. The max is down. On the
Yeah,
point.
it was one max by himself is not going to do
They're
too much
holding
trouble.
this. Now, do TCM have anybody at Shrouded Skyway? They've actually.
They do
Yeah,
have a
they've got
Sundra.
bodies.
Yep, they do have a Sundra to the west.
Did they
It's
flip
quite
the
far
next
away
point?
from the point.
They've got to get that point flipped nice and quick.
The Sundra for TCM though is in a really bad location. It's
Yeah,
pretty
I
much behind
see
the
it.
spawn room. So I
So
don't really see them
MCY
getting
have just
that
lost
close.
their Sunday. They had a stealth Sunday just by the point, by the garage. Unfortunately, yeah, I got taken down, but they do
And they're
have
locked
another
out
one coming
again
in.
too.
And they have PT2 with his Vanguard as an escort for the Sunday, so it's nice to see.
Alright, so there's 2 TCM pushing in now from that Sundra, going for the point at Shrouded Skyway.
Okay, they should be unlocked here in a moment as well.
The Reavers are absolutely going ham right now for MCY. They've got complete air dominance, it looks. So, however, like you say, over at Shrouded Skyway, TCM, they're getting on the point. They do have
Yeah,
a beat.
they've
They have a
got
spot.
an
There they are.
infiltrator on the point now, and a couple
see-
of guys.
3 of them on the map, I can see. So, MCY nowhere to be found. I think they've all pulled their air again for the air dominance, but you don't really need to. You need to get back on this point, guys. Ooh.
Oh, dude.
It looks like they're
That's a
jumping from
MLG
Reaver
Reaver
there
landing
just to
right
take
there.
the point. Yeah.
A little air flashing.
Jimmy's being rustled right now for MCY. There is a infiltrate on the point. Yeah, he uncloaked. Oh my god.
Right?
Oh my
You could
god.
not see that guy. There he is. Dark light for the win.
Oh wow. Wow.
I know, right?
Maybe he wasn't. I don't think he was Stalker Cloak. So
Oh, have they got a beacon in
Oh, they
this
do.
stream?
They must have a
Yes.
bacon. Or is that instant action? I don't see the bacon.
I know I don't see a beacon either. I'm on. Yeah, I don't see it.
Capture!
TRF spawning in there, so it must be instant action.
What the hell was that?
Yeah. So the point
Capture!
is now. So
Yeah. Okay.
again, the TR just need to completely pull out the base. They're absolutely doing.
I just
they're
pulled
doing,
up different
no good thing.
captures. Are we flipping bases out here?
Oh, the NC defended Shrouded Skyway.
Yeah, so NC now got a really nice foothold on Genodyne Physics Lab. They have 1 max I can see, 2 maxes. They've got 2 maxes right now.
A TCM Galaxy just took out an air hammer Reaver from behind, rammed him. It's beautiful.
Right, so MCY do have an infiltrator really close to the building exit.
Oh, MCY looking
Yeah.
good on the point at Genodyne. This is
Yeah.
going to take some breaking down. There's
Yeah.
turrets, maxes, medics, they're well set up.
Punanas, you might see some of this nice max rotation play that I was talking about earlier from MCY.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Just,
jump
give
in
it
and see.
some time.
I was getting weird scoreboard messages.
Yeah, it's
Some
coming in
bases
now,
were getting
though, and,
flipped by somebody.
TCM are getting rocket pods on there, which is going to be really handy. It
One
is
max
sort
has
of vulnerable to that, this area.
1 NC max has gone down. There is 1 left in the point room. I don't know if the other one's going to get revived, but no, it doesn't look like he's being revived right now. But there is 2 engineers on that max that's still alive, and some really nice players.
Dual Matics.
And in like a close range situation like this, where your enemy's like forced down the small, narrow choke point to come to you, those
Yes.
maxes with those shotguns are just wow. That's quite scary, to be honest.
Oh, they got a couple of heavies with Desses on him. Oh, now he's should.
He is
yeah,
down.
he's down. They got
They
the
put
point.
it into him for sure.
So
But they held out pretty
MCY
long to a pretty sizable force.
yeah, that was nowhere near the full force of MCY right there. So
So there's a
TCM.
Bulldog gal above the point now from the NC. But that's just harassment. I don't think there's anyone spawning in that or dropping.
yeah, Peter
Oh, there's
Sue's
droppers
Vanguard.
outside the base.
Peter Sue's Vanguard to the south on the road. I think he's just trying to find and see if any Sundras are going to exit the base. Right now he's just having a little look around. Quite menacing to look at, to be honest.
We got an NC Stealth Sundera just south of the base as well, so they've got
Yeah.
a spawn, they've got the Galaxy, they've got more maxes coming in, and I guess they're going to be putting pressure on this point inside of the 45 seconds before it's counted down.
It's looking like stealth Sundays are actually being used a lot in LaneSmash. So did y'all notice that change during the LaneSmash season when they introduced the stealth Sundays? Did just more people started using them?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, from the get-go, they were just the go-to, to be honest. Like, just really, really useful to have, because if you put 3 or 4 of them, like, around the base, not in, like, your normal positions, but just, like, kind of around the base, sometimes in plain sight, it can just be a really, really big pain for the enemy to deal with, because you can't see them and you can't spot them. So, it really puts a strain on the enemy's communication skills if you're using them. Really nice to use.
Hey guys, I just wanted to say, Punanas,
We know.
Yo.
We know.
yeah, it's because OVO, oh wait, then you guys know.
Alright,
Thanks.
TCM have found the Stealth Sunder. They got their
Were you
own
explaining
battle
who was
bus,
flipping territories?
shooting away
Yep.
at it.
Yeah, I have an override to like reset the score when that happens, but I'm like, don't do that.
Yeah, MCY
Yeah, the
back on the
Stealth
point now
Sunder's
at
down.
MCY back on the point now at Genodyne Physics. They're, like you said, the Sunday did go down, so I don't think they've got any more spawns, have they? They must have one more. I can't see it. Can you shed some light on that for me? Are there
They
any
do
more
have
NC
2
spawns?
maxes
Who,
on
MCY?
point,
I see an MCY Stealth Sunday, yeah.
Okay, yeah, so there's still one left. I won't show because I can't see them.
Whereabouts?
At Genodyne Physics.
To the south, the southeast of the base, underneath the tree.
Right. Okay,
Yeah, okay.
cheers.
Ah, yeah, I see it. I see it.
Yeah, I found it.
And the mosquito just got decimated. Oh, and there's one more. Can that one also get decimated?
That always hurts when you get that dumbfire rocket up your mosquito.
Oh, Banshee, don't. Ooh, he's getting a bit close with that Banshee, man. I think it's 2 maxes now on point for MCY. They pulled them back. Again, in these close range situations, it's really, really scary. TCM pulling their own max, but I don't think
TCM
he's
pulling in the air support. They are just going to clean it out.
An engineer on point.
They
I
have
think it's
located
just
the enemy
medics and
Sunderer.
maxes.
Oh, MC Sunny is
the,
down.
MCY blob coming in. There's about five or six Reavers just all grouping up. They've pushed
Alright,
away the enemy mozzies.
MCY have got 1 NG back on point now, so they're going to get those maxes sealed up again.
That's 1 inch 4 maxes, though.
There's another.
Well, they didn't have 1 a minute ago.
Look at that.
And now there's no more maxes on point for MCY. TCM pulling their own and just wiping them completely.
TCM really stepped up the beef to take that point back.
Yeah,
And to
they
take
need
out
it.
those
dropped
freaking
the-
spawns,
their,
too.
But every time MCY pushing them back, they're getting a little bit more time on the cap point.
Yeah.
So you've got to ask yourself, how long can TCM really afford to keep doing this?
MCY's
Like last time,
already
I
got
think-
another Sunday out, so that's good news, but they put it right back in the same spot.
No, that's right.
yeah.
They need to count it down for longer this time. They go buy themselves some time back.
Okay, now it looks like the Mozzies are the dominant force in the air right now after seeing some Airhammer Reavers just get destroyed. There is also a Prowler to the southeast that's looking at Shrouded Skyway, along with a Max over at Shrouded Skyway by the terminal. So it looks like they're going to stop Peter 2 from moving around as freely as he normally can.
Okay, yep, Silent and Prowler.
Yep. I'm not seeing... Whereabouts are MCY right now? Are they...
They're
they're in
pushing
the
us
building,
under
don't
up
they?
the road. The Prowler's on it now.
They're kind of giving away their Sunday position by grouping around it like that. They almost got
I'm
rocket
watching a
potted.
2v3, 2 Reavers versus 3 Mosquitoes over Cobalt Communications.
Who's winning?
They're completely getting sidetracked. You know, this is not what we should be fighting over. The base is that way, guys.
Okay, MCY have got a Sundra back at Genodyne Physics. It's close to the vehicle bay. It's not actually in it, but it's close to the garage. It's deployed now.
It seems like MCY are really getting their asses handed to them in the air.
MCY's
The
bringing a
PLNG,
freaking
they-
Vanguard down.
That's Peter 2 and Lalapan. Peter 2 being the driver, Lalapan being the gunner. of
Yep.
course.
Someone just got their pants pulled down.
And it
Yeah,
looks like...
this MCY gal is getting hammered right now.
Yes, I just
That's
saw that.
not going to survive.
Oh, there's no
There's only
way.
one
He's
guy
getting
next to
hammered.
us, so-
Wow.
You got rocket potted down.
MCY though, that's somebody that did deploy as a stealth Sundra, so it's got a bit more survivability against the aircraft.
That Vanguard's going to
yeah.
try to
However-
eagle eye some people.
Whilst I'm seeing lots of people on
MCY's
the
doing the
point
rush
for
on A
MCY,
point.
They don't have any maxes, and TCM
They don't need them.
They don't. They're
Focus
at
fire.
point, TCM.
Yeah, TCM have complete dominance at this point. I count about 7 Mozzies in there. They just took down enemy Vanguard in about 3 or 4
It's 400
seconds.
minutes.
Just everyone focused fire. Yeah, they really need to get the guys back in the air, get some of their dominance back. Otherwise,
They got
these
one
Mozzies are going to
max
shred
on
them.
point, but it's a Falcon max this time. And
So-
I mean, at this
Wow.
rate, surely MCY are going to be getting low on resources soon.
Wow, they did
Yeah,
not
so
even
about
see that
60
guy.
Mosquitoes all rocket podded in a cloaks under at the same time. They had absolutely no chance.
They are out of help
There is
on the
still
A
one more.
points.
MCY do still have one more cloak under to the east. Again, it's the same one that was near the vehicle bay. So they do still have a spawn location, but the question is, like, how long will they have that location? Because that air is very, very
Talking about that
right
Sunday spawn, if they keep grouping around it, not long. They got a bacon on the ground, though. Surprised it hasn't
Yeah,
been
they-
picked off.
It looks like there's heavy going for it right now. Oh, you got taken
No,
out just
no,
before you
no.
Get it.
Protect your bacon. That is
There
some
it
new
is.
move. There you go. Where did that even
took it
come
out.
from?
EMP just took out the beacon quite nicely.
Take some ammunition.
Right, so that cloak thunder is still up. I think that they were just managed to get inside the building before the aircraft spawn on it. So props to the Sunder replacement.
Yeah, I love that. Because it's direction and where they're grouping up. Your knee-jerk reaction is going to be to check the garage, and you'd be wrong.
Yeah, I mean it's so close to the garage. It's almost like
I
in
know.
plain sight.
Well, it depends. If because normally what you're going to do if you're going to try to take it out is either going to do a heavy around the outside. You're not going to take the main pathway, or you're going to bring a line assault over the top of it. So you probably wouldn't go right through the stealth Sunday. Probably.
Oh wow! So there's about 7 mosquitoes gathered around local pump station, the NC home base. They have complete air dominance. They're just not even letting the NC
Oh,
spawn.
they're
Any
mitigating
Reavers.
their air, huh?
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
good
but
move.
are NC spawning any Reavers? That's the question.
I was wondering why I haven't
Right now?
seen much MCY air lately.
They could really do with some air to ground right now at Genodyne, to be honest. And it looks like the Muzzies are coming back. Yeah, just as I say that, the Muzzies are coming back here.
I was gonna say they need.
Yeah,
to
because
as well.
MCY's taking it.
Maxes have come out to play, so that should be fun. That's from both sides actually. TCM do also have some. I think that's some Pounder and Mercy Maxes, while I think MCY running Matox.
Yeah. I mean, it's great having air dominance and all, but at the end of the day, you need to flip that point, and the only way to do that is with infantry. If you don't hold the point, there's no point of you having any air. You're just going to lose the game.
Sorry, TCM's Max, Heck Max just out straight away the second it pushes in. TCM are trying to follow that up with some medic chains, but I don't see it working as MCY reinforce with their own Maxes. Ooh, quite nasty. With 40 seconds left on the cap, it looks like MCY holding quite strong now.
So the
Yeah,
MCY
they're
max and
flooding
points
Yeah.
actually dual
bodies.
burster.
Lots of fancy and frantic dancing on the A point. I like it.
MCY are just pulling all the stops. They've got a burst max on point to make sure it goes through.
Oh yeah. They're like, get
So
your
we've got
air
about
out of
20
here.
seconds left. 20 seconds left until base cap. Again, you know.
Here comes another rush for TCM.
we've got-
There we go. TCM's desperation. It's mosquitoes come back, but come on, maybe you should bail out those mosquitoes. Maybe get us to the point as quick as possible because we've such little
Yeah.
time left to go.
One of the
Is it
Muzzies
worth
has
it?
failed.
Oh, they are pushing in last second.
Oh no, the MCY. Look how many they have on the point. Look at that.
Oh! Death
Even with the
explosion
best
taking out
Oh,
like
wow.
10 people, and there it goes.
MCY take it. They're gonna have to clear these enemies up because there's a lot of dead bodies, and one res grenade in that little spawn room could sure that TCM retake the point. Don't think that's gonna happen right now though, as MCY can look to push on to Quiet Mountain Complex. Quiet Mountain Complex. I didn't think I would see fighting at this base, and I don't know if MCY will be able to take it just because of how kind of like compact it is.
If
the
they
thing
get on
is,
point though, they're going to be incredibly difficult to kick off there. I mean, underground, where you can't bring the air to bear on them, that's an MCY point hole. It's going to suit them better than the open ones.
Thing is, I might think about doing now is you've got the base, you've got that 4-minute buffer until you need to get onto the point. Maybe you should spawn a lot of Reavers, try and get back your air dominance, and it'll make just life a whole lot easier. Maybe that's what we'll see MCY doing. I don't know.
So you think they're going back and pulling air, getting ready to clean up what's left here and try to take the base back and get the lock?
I think that would be useful.
Well, let's
if
go take a
MCY was
look.
to do that. I don't know if they are going to do that, but it would be quite
Yeah.
nice to see.
So yeah, if you look at Charlie's squad, they've got what's that? Eight
Yeah,
guys.
I can see them
8
coming.
guys dedicated to Are they grouping up anywhere? Are they grouping up? Yeah, there they are. They're just above Warcook shipping dock now.
Nice to see. MCY have retaken the point at Genodyne Physics, but they are losing
Some
it
ground to
again.
air lock-ons trying to ward off the last of the mosquitoes, and TCM's bringing in their Sunder replacements.
TCM now going ham on Genodyne Physics Lab. They've got the maxes in, the Heg maxes again rather than Mercy maxes. MCY just throwing some infantry at it, seeing what they can do, and for the most part, they seem to push the people off the point because while TCM do have a lot of people at this base, there's actually very few of them on the point. They're all kind of hanging back, being quite passive, so which is questionable at best, considering you need to be quite aggressive to get onto this point.
I bet. If I was a betting man, I'd say they have at least a few guys. Wait, yep, they're already sending an infiltrator in a cloaked flash, Wraith flash, all the way to the next base to get that lock ready.
I mean, TCM has spent resources on this push. They got pounder maxes in there, and MCY holding them off with no resources spent, just light infantry.
Gonna say, yeah, this is like maxes against infantry, and the infantry was winning.
Well, it was doing a great job holding them off underpopped.
Indeed, very
They
good
should have
job.
been more aggressive there, TCM. They were a little bit too cagey.
Yeah, you know what I mean? They kind of just sat behind the building when they easily could have pushed, and it took them like a lot longer than it should have to push the people off the point.
But it's because of that last push where they charged in and ran into 3 Matic maxes and a whole bunch of support infantry and got wasted. I mean, it makes you more cautious the next time.
Yeah, I mean,
he trying to be
look,
more
they had
cautious?
enough time, and this time Slow and Steady did win the race. But MCY brought the air back, so it looks like we're going to see another air battle. I can already see the Mozzies coming from Wati, so we'll
He's just
see.
getting ready. The hell? All right.
Where is MCY's pop? Tell me.
I have no idea. Looks like they're. Is that MCY?
We have Peter to in his Vanguard and shot the Skyway. One guy in the amp station. Several guys in Quarty Mountain with a deployed Sunday actually. But yeah, the majority of them now pushing up to the point in Genodyne Physics.
And they're trying to rush the point now. I noticed they have an enterprising young infiltrator at the next base ready for the lock, but he's gonna need this base locked down before he can snatch it.
There's a lot of air to ground now, though. Just
Oh yeah.
keeping them off the rooftops, keeping them off those good suppression positions.
Those mossy lol pods, man. You think at this point everybody would just cut to flak armor?
Someone's breathing down the mic.
Yeah, you're hot mic and Robert.
Rob?
There you
Sorry.
go.
MCY did take back the point, but TCM really quick to reinforce it. They are so desperate for this cap. Trying to even the score against MCY right now. Still only in the first round, so I think you could argue that both teams are still feeling each other out, trying to see what tactics get popular amongst them. So, yeah, where is MCY? I'm just not seeing them.
They look like they're all at the spawn room.
Hey,
They're having a hard time getting out of the spawn room because of the rocket pods.
Yeah.
And
This is
then
one of those
rocket
bases
A lot
where
of
the
them are being
teleporter gives you barely an
distracted by-
advantage.
Yeah, there are dump fires being shot at mosquitoes, which I'd question whether that's not just a waste of time.
Yep,
Yeah, but
they're
it's
fighting an
MLG.
uphill battle.
it's MLG, guys. Come on.
Oh, there's lock-ons as well. That makes more sense.
Like, no. With Decimators, it's about demoralizing your opponent and making a montage about it. So, that's how you're supposed to like win with dumbfires.
So
Like-
Puna, the stream is asking for a bit more
Right, they
view on the
got
battles.
Burst
So
Max here now pushing on the roof.
Hold up, what was
if-
that,
if I see
Robert?
a battle,
What did you say,
the
Robert?
stream's asking for a bit more battles. So if I see one, I'll show.
Oh, a bit more of the
show
air
it
battle?
to you.
Oh yeah. Whenever it comes up, mostly it's just been lol potting, but I've caught a handful of the stuff that actually happens, including the beginning, and that one bit where the Galaxy was just getting accosted by a whole bunch of mosquitoes.
Well, it's
Everything
1
okay
minute
here?
12 left on this. I think TCM could get this back. I'm just going to
They
have a look
could.
how they're doing on the point. I
They
mean, their air
desperately need
is
medics
the
over
key
here.
factor here rather than the point hold.
I mean,
And it's a real contrast of approaches because MCY just clustered on that point and locked it down, whereas TCM are pushing out. They're trying to control more of the base.
I mean, look right now. Look at TCM's pop. Well, I say that it was 57-43 to TCM. However, now it's gone back to 50-50. But is it too late for MCY to make a play? Arguably, like you say, that TCM pushing out, getting quite a nice hold on the
It
base.
all depends what's in that spawn room. Are they going to max crash it, or
I don't know what they're
How
going to
are
do,
they
but
gonna
they have the
approach this?
time. They have the time to push into that A point if they can just kind of
It's
get a
kinda
break. It looks like they're
piecemeal,
pulling a
though.
Sunder in.
if you look at the way they're coming out of the spawn, it's sort of one by one.
Yeah, that doesn't
That's
work.
not gonna. That's
No.
not gonna get you the point back.
They're grouping up now, yeah, they're about to push out. EMP grenade has gone out.
I figure if you don't
Right,
think
yeah.
you're going to make it,
Okay.
yeah, this is a last push, I think, and then they're going to pull back to make sure they don't get
But
caught
this
with
is
their
12
pants down.
seconds and they are not close enough. They've lost this base.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they got to
like I
run
said,
back
they
home
did-
and make sure they don't get locked out too quick. At
They
least
were
send a
going
few
too
people back.
slow. They were going one by one. They were going a bit too slow. Like they just didn't have the time for that strategy. Anyway, that's.
The first time they've lost a base in
I
LaneSmash.
was gonna say that is actually that is the first time they've lost a base within a round whenever in LaneSmash. So that's unusual.
And there goes
for
A
MCY.
point already. I knew there'd be somebody there waiting for it.
Shout
Lock
out
that
to
base
played
out.
Matches. They've played whole matches in some of the games where their maxes didn't die. And that makes life so much easier for you. The fact that they've been wasted by these ESFs and depleted their resources, I think
Oh,
it's
yeah.
going to put a lot more pressure on MCY than they've had before.
It was a really good strategic call to try to really bank on those lull pods to get them a nice nanite starved so they can't use
Yeah.
maxes strategically. Can't even
Yeah,
use
definitely.
grenades. I mean, you saw that a lot too, where like a bunch of people were dead and the medics are like, I've got no nanites for res grenades, sorry.
Because that's the weakness for MCY. They pull Vanguards, they pull Maxes, and those are really expensive. If you can keep them from pulling Vanguards and Maxes, then you're in a strong position.
Well, that might be a good idea, at least for as far as rotation goes, is that your guys that are medics, just don't let them switch to maxes. They need to conserve their nanites. Grenade bandolier res.
MCY got quite a strong foothold now back at Shrouded Skyway. It looks like the Mozzies aren't being too effective thanks to the tree cover, just stopping them from being able to kill all the infantry. But sooner or later, one of them Mozzies is going to find an angle and they're just going to abuse it to hell, meaning MCY aren't going to be too effective. So they need to get some anti-air up, plus some ESFs of their own, and see if they can finally win an air battle.
I don't see us. Oh, so we got two Sunders pushing in now. I was going to say I don't see a spawn for TCM, but yeah, there will be in a second.
And they dropped some people onto the A point. I believe they're all dead apart from
This is Reef
one
on all
medic.
call. 15 minutes left in the round. 15 minutes.
Yeah, that gal drop did not work, but I guess they were using it while they were working on the second Sunday placement. Actually, I
There's
think
a
they're just
burst max
battle
actually on the
sunding.
point. Close to the point for MCY, they do have a burster max in case the ESFs come back. But right now it looks like Matop max might be more useful, or even a Falcon max to take out some of these Sunders as they approach and get closer to the
All
point.
of these Sunders are blockade armor. Every one of them is designed so they can push it in that base. Even the deployed ones. Which
Yeah,
is
I've
an
noticed that
interesting
TCM
move.
was going more blockade armor here in the last few
They
minutes.
got no shield and no stealth. Going full blockade.
Yep, tank it.
Oh, there is an air battle happening above.
I think it's
I
after
see it.
that first
Well,
fight
I see a bunch
where
of
the
Mossies.
Cobalt Sunday wrecked them. I think they're trying to do the same thing, really. They've learned from it.
I see a lot of Mossies, but I don't know how much good it's going to do them since they can't get to that tree cover. MCY
TCM
is
do
a
actually
good
have
one.
a TCM so TCM did just have a Sundra on the point.
Yeah, it
Furious,
just got
but it
destroyed.
got taken out. Yeah, taken out fairly quickly. There is a max and there is a beacon
It
next
did
to that
some
max.
damage, though.
so-
Yeah, MCY have got their own Sunday on there now.
They just gal dropped in a handful of
Equipped
guys.
with
We'll see how long they
LG logo.
survive. About to
Did
get
not
run
survive
over.
long there. Did not survive long, but you know it's a really nice attempt, and a couple more pushes like that as MCY's force on the point does begin to thin out due to the lack of a close by spawn.
Yeah, well, that's
What
also
I
a
would do
difficulty
now
of all
if
these
I
aerial
was
vehicles.
TCM,
All these
I'd
guys-
capitalise on this galaxy and get it a bit higher. Use that as your primary spawn because now they've got total air dominance.
Mm-hmm.
You can use that to have a spawn anywhere you want.
But it still costs you. Every guy in the air is another guy that's not on the ground, so there's a guy you can't cap the point with. It doesn't look like MCY is really committing anybody to the ground, right? I mean, to the air.
Yeah, that's true.
Somebody invisible is capturing AO.
As you say that about the Air Force comes in and MCY there's none of them on the point anymore, and TCM are going to get the point for now. Now, if you're MCY in this situation, Punanas, what would you do to push out, knowing that you love the freedom of the NC? What would you do right now if you were MCY to try and push out and get the point back?
First, I'd have to pull some anti-air bursters to clear up the sky, and during the course of that, some more maxes pushing on the point. But you definitely got to have your bursters. Your bursters distract your air guys. They move out the way, or they try to deal with the bursters, and while they're doing that, you can rush the point.
Yeah, I pretty much fairly agree with that point, actually, yeah. Best is
well, I love
Essamance
bursters.
Sierra.
They blind you.
Yeah. Very annoying sounds as well.
Oh, dude. First time I encountered bursters in the game, because when I was first playing the game, I didn't do a lot of air stuff, and then somebody wanted me to run bomb with them, so I was like, and a Zephyr and a Liberator, and I started getting pounded by bursters, like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
So that was a really nice little fight on the point there. MCY pushed in, and what TCM did was they just dropped back a little bit and kind of soaked it up. They got back behind cover.
Tactical
so it looked
retreat,
like they'd lost
use your
the
cover.
point for a second, but it was actually a nice little play. They lost the point for a second and then just took it back.
Yeah. Got to use that tactical retreat. Use your cover. This is a cover-based game. I never use cover, but good people do.
And yeah, I use cover all the time.
I run face first
we
at
got,
maxes and encourage everyone to do the same.
So the infantry push kind of failed. Now we've got infantry and
Kraken
Sunderers pushing up onto the point from MCY. This should be a stronger play this time. They got a nice light assault in the trees as well, who's picking people off.
Some fancy Sunday driving too.
TCM are actually calling out sundering spawn locations of MCY in region chat, so that's something you don't see a lot of teams do. And on the subject of the orders thing, I'm like, this isn't normal for MCY. MCY, whenever I watch them, they're much more composed than this, and right now they seem to be a bit scattered. Maybe it's actually they've lost a base. You know, maybe it's that kind of like what happened. They're just so like used to it. Their jimmies have been rustled, but they are back on the point, and they are starting to get their act together again. So let's see if we can get a nice fight happening.
I just wanted to pop out for a moment and let everybody see all the lol pods and fire from the mosquitoes in the sky.
With the Service Final last year, our basic tactic was we're up against an opponent that's undefeated, get them on the back foot straight away. Just be as aggressive from the outset as you can, because they're not used to it and they can't deal with it. It kind of works if you get an opponent that isn't used to defending. And
oh my God, Mossies keep running into their own galaxy.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's amateur hour, man. Come on.
Yeah, this is a final, man. On the subject of them Mossies, that Banshee is just, it sounds horrible.
Oh.
I would hate to be MCY right now just to listen to that Banshee. Fair enough, it's not as powerful as it used to be.
TCM had a Sunday on the point, man. Enterprising.
It's smoldering now.
Oh yeah, it's a wreck. But they got it there.
MCY.
They got it there in one piece at first.
This
MCY.
is a real scrappy
Looks like the
fight.
sky's cleared up
Nobody's
too.
Holding it for long. It's really changing hands every
Yeah,
few
the sky's
seconds.
cleared up, and it looks like they're already trying to shoot down the. Damn, they're already taking out the MCY Sundays, ready to take on physics.
Right now, if I was MCY, I'd have tried and got someone on a cloak flash just to go to the next base so they could secure the point. But it doesn't matter anyway now because there's 2 seconds left. It looks like TCM made a really nice push onto the point and have resecured it back. Ooh, exciting.
Yeah, there's no one there except for our cameras.
Yeah, they're all having to move around the point to deal with it. If you just sit on that point, you're a bit vulnerable. So they're all sort of shifting around, dealing with threats. It's a real messy fight. There's no like front to it. They're all mixed up together.
So there's currently actually no MCY guy in the air. They have no Reavers in the sky. And again, the Sharders holding air dominance. Which we said at the start. I mean, at Shrouded Skyway, it's such an open base. It's a nightmare. If you don't have air dominance, you are at such a disadvantage.
They finally got the resources to pull another max, and he's just got murdered by lolpods straight away.
Check out Genuine Physics Lab. There's this one spot that MCY likes to drop in their stealth Sunday, and they have they had a tank. He's moving off that. A tank and a Sunderer are sitting there just waiting for them to redeploy their Sunderer there.
The MCY medics do a great job though of getting their people back in the fight quickly and keeping them up. So all those people that just died on point are now all alive again and holding it.
That teamwork and communication is really on point. It's a really good example. But right now, as you were saying about the aircraft, is aircraft Doodle playing for them? playing for MCY at the moment? 'Cause
I
this
don't
could
see
explain
any
why they're-
aircraft in play. It really seems the TCM is just dominating the air this whole match.
There are 0 aircraft up for MCY.
Yeah, it's allowing them to take out Sunders, it's allowing them to put pressure on the point, but like I said before, you have guys in the air that aren't on the ground able to take the point. You can use them to help force multiply, as people like to say, but if your guys aren't living long enough to get to A point, it ain't gonna do any good.
It looks like TCM are starting to push MCY back. They're using all kind of like ways, like they're not using the bridge structure anymore. MCY, they're going beneath the bridges, possibly to try and avoid the air to get to the point.
Well, they've got
So-
a Galaxy and 2 Bacons on the ground as well, so they got plenty of spawn options.
We got a Prowler right inside the base now, under one of the walkways.
That's where he was
Yep.
going.
He's an AP Prowler though, so he shouldn't be too great
with
against
a
the infantry.
halberd.
Yeah, so against the infantry, he shouldn't be too great, but he will be quite a nice deterrent, and he could probably bag some maxes if they start coming a bit closer to him.
Yeah, that's the guy that was
The
waiting for us.
halberd's
Sunday.
okay on infantry. You can get some. It's a one-shot kill, so it can be useful. You need a good gunner on it, but no doubt they've got one.
I think it's amazing how the TCM Mosquitoes have dialed in their lull pods, considering you can't see anything down here.
Oh, he's right at the bottom of the A point now. That Prowler's just run over again.
Yeah, he's getting a bit too close for comfort, so he's just going to make a quick drive-by and hopefully repair it. Go back to his original spot. It just feels like right now MCY are fighting a kind of losing battle, and they've got to change up their playstyle, possibly by getting air dominance, if they want to like start winning this fight.
How are they going to do that is the challenge. I mean, do you run dual walker buses everywhere and try and do it cheap on resources, or are they going to try to beat Bling in the air? Because that is a tough prospect.
For me,
I think at this point they're just going to run the clock out.
what time is it? How long left in this round, by the way?
About 5 minutes.
Okay, so maybe they'll try and run the clock out, maybe. Because that will give them, I believe it'll give them 2 points if they keep Shrouded Skyway.
Well,
Yeah,
it will be
if
if they can keep it, then it will be 2-1, I think, isn't it? I don't remember how it wasn't
Okay, the
explained to me that if you
Prowler's
get your point, if you take a base back.
Hey, Reeve.
Yeah.
So we just want confirmation on the scoring system. If MCY defend this base in time, the round score will be 2-1 to MCY. Is this correct?
4-2. So every base gives 2 points.
Ah, okay. So it's just double what we've got now.
These
Okay.
bases are 2 points. I thought they were 1.
No, the 2 points. And
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's just who has more caps, because there are no 3-point bases here, and
What's
whatever
worth
score
1
you're
point?
taking. This was originally because there were lanes with 3-point bases, for example on indoor, where you have holding pass in the middle, and 3-point bases give 3 points for score. So there was a small difference, and this is originally just like it was done in Conclash, and we didn't want to change it up too much.
just to take a break from that, it looks like MCY have been like pretty hardly pushed away from the point. TCM got a really
we'll
like,
make a call.
strong foothold right now.
They pushed up those
This is
stairs
Reeve, your
one by
referee.
one.
4
It's
minutes
just-
left
yeah.
now in the match.
All that strong squad play is kind of breaking down now that they're getting more desperate.
Yeah, it's just like with 1 minute left and 4 minutes left in the game. Well, in the round, should I say. I don't really see MCY making a big push unless they kind of change up their tactics like dramatically. Possibly by air zagging if they have the resources. Like that's the number one question. Do they have
My
the
question
resources?
would be, in the last like 5 or 6 minutes, have they pulled anything but light infantry? I think they should have the resources now. Maybe they plan this and they're going to max crash it, but let's see.
Beneath the point, they've got they do have some maxes. It's not a max crash, but they do have. I believe there's one, and there's also one getting revived. So
They are not making it up those stairs, though.
But
No,
again,
they're
it's not in a group. Oh, and here come the lol pods.
But it doesn't really.
You don't
matter
want to
that it's
do
not
it
a
as a
group.
group, considering the lull pods. The lull pods take your group out.
That's true.
Not just that, but the fact that so TCM they hold the balcony, so they've got the high ground.
Res
And they've
grenades
also,
come down
as
on
you-
A point, though. So that's good news.
as you- TCM are just holding all points. for
Oh!
this, like,
What TCM need
Those
now
mosquitoes
is
have
a
just got to be
medic,
pissing them off right now.
They've lost a lot of guys on point. They're a lot weaker now. Yeah.
Oh,
there's
one survivor.
Infiltrator left, and he's flipping the point.
How are these guys
Oh,
hitting
he's
the A point? It's amazing. This shot's impossible.
My God, could we actually see like MCY use another base?
I think so. It's looking that way.
Oh, they do have one engineer on point and light. still
Oh,
joining
he's
in.
doing what he can, but he's about to get spotted.
They're down?
They died. Oh, TCM still need to get that point back.
Wow.
They're
Got
going
a
to
mosquito underneath the trees now.
This is where Toby HD is screaming at his guys to get on point. Everybody on point.
MCY gonna go from losing one base to losing two.
Yeah, and they're clustering up there now. That's the cap.
The facility's lost. Fall back
You know,
and
like they don't
regroup.
lose a base like in a round the entire season, and then all of a sudden they lose 2 in the final in one round.
Did you see
Like,
that
wow.
one coming?
No, I honestly didn't. I don't know.
Somebody in the
TCM
chat pointed out the reason that their max crashes weren't working because they weren't using smoke.
Yes, probably.
Smoke would have helped actually there. It would have helped a lot.
TCM is
They
already
no
on the
cover
A
running
point.
to
They're
the
just rushing it
stairs.
Uh,
right now.
I've got to say, at Scaffia Reliquary, TCM already setting up on the A point, getting a nice foothold. The aircraft as well coming into play, having quite an open spawn room. The aircraft are really going to be able to lol pod these.
It's not enough
Do-
time
do
for
Do
another
they
cap
have the
though,
time
right?
to capture it?
I don't think they do. No, they don't. There's a minute left.
Still, though, it's the morale victory.
Oh yeah,
isn't
you do it for the
It's
do it
gonna
for the
put
morale. Ride your momentum in.
MCY down. If they can't even get out of the spawn because they're dying to lol pods, that's what kind of state are they going to be in for the next round?
I think it'd be interesting to see to listen in on the discussion that MCY is going to have about trying to lock down that lull pod business because that's really what's beating them. It took a
Yeah,
while
but-
for TCM to dial it in though.
There's only like 2 TCM guys on point. They're working well together.
There's one now.
One now.
Yeah,
Oh,
I-
he's got
Oh,
guys coming
he
behind
walked
him.
into
He's
that.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter. It's still fun.
yeah, they got that point back. But that kind of little fight there, that little resecure, I mean, MCY are going to be saying in the half-time thing that, yeah, we're beating them on the ground. And they'll take little victories like that to try and motivate themselves. Oh, that's what people tend to do. When they're in this kind of position, if they can just find a way of dealing with the lol pods, they're right back in this game.
some trash talk here at Scarfield as one of the
And that's the end of the first round.
He's
The
asking-
game to both teams. The score is 4-4, so even. Please leave the continent for me to set up for the second round.
Yeah, so some of the TR that gave him some trash talks and banter saying how do you like the spawn room to MCY. So obviously they're getting spawn camp pretty hard by these mosquitoes.
Right?
Let's see if MCY
That's
can change
rough,
that up in the
dude.
second half. It is, and it's ooh. I like I say that MCY usually prepare for these matches so well. I haven't been playing, so I don't know how well they're prepared for this match. I'm guessing it's no exception they did prepare really well, if not even harder, because it is the final. But you've got to ask, like they just didn't seem like as well composed as they normally do. You know, normally, like I was saying about Max's rotating like damage, that didn't seem to happen. So.
I think though this has happened in all competitive planet side that there's a slight advantage to the underdog in that the side that's leading, that's the favourites, have already played all their cards, and as the underdog you're coming in knowing exactly what standard you've got to get to win, what tactics you've got to beat. You know, you've got a target to aim for and to work towards. And that doesn't really apply when you're the guy that's leading, that's setting the pace. So TCM will have been working hard for this. They'll have looked at the previous MCY matches and said, you know, this is what we need to be able to do in order to win. This is what we're going to need out of our team. So they've got that clear target to aim for.
So I wanted to officially get something here. So they're supposed to get 2 points for those small bases.
Yeah, so for the small bases, how the scoring works is you get, for these small bases, it's 2 points per base you own.
Per
Okay.
base you own?
So-
Oh, okay, I thought it was like every
Yeah.
time you get a capture, you get a point.
I don't think so. So I believe TCM ended there with a 2 point lead, so it should be 4-2, I believe.
Oh, okay.
or 6-4. My bad.
I thought I saw in the rules that had to do with number of captures, but I don't know.
It do, and I might be thinking about old rules, but anyway.
We'll pull it up.
TCM are winning. That's all we need to know now. If it
Well,
comes down
you
to a
know, it
tiebreak,
definitely looked in their favor this time around, so I'm inclined to believe you on that one.
I mean, for the beginning, it looked like MCY had they had so much momentum, they were doing so well, and then it just stopped. Like a TCM pulled some more aircraft and thought, no, we're not letting you have this air dominance, and it just changed completely.
It was the resource starving. I mean, they pulled more air at the beginning, I think, and had fewer droppers, MCY. But you can't do that all game if you're losing the ESFs to better pilots. You're going to lose the resource game, and over the length of the match, you know, that balance is going to change. They've got to be a bit more clever with the resource game and for the full length of the match in the second round.
So I'm just going to take this little interval to go for a toilet break. I will be right back.
All right. Well, I was actually just reprogramming my scoreboard, so it actually would give you 2 points when you capture something. And so I've reset the score, so it shows a 4-4, and I'm waiting for the, I guess, the map to get reset and ready to roll.
Is it 4-4? What? Oh, 4-4 now, I see.
Yeah.
My bad. I thought that was the other score.
Well, I programmed this scoreboard like the hour before the match started. I was like, I saw Robert was going to cast, and I said, hey, do you have a scoreboard for this? And he's like, not really. And I was like, well, I'm going to make you one.
The map is set up. You can come back to Amarush.
Right, I'm just going to get a nibble as well, so apologies if I start eating.
Oh, dude. My wife had already made herself like some kind of soup for lunch because she didn't want to go anywhere. And I was like, oh, I want to get something to eat. But then Robert was like, my internet's broke. I need you to cast. And I was like, oh, okay. Because I'm so nice. Now we have to go check out Dragon Station. Doesn't look as cool in the daytime.
I guess the question is for the second round, fighting on different bases, if MCY are able to get Dragon Skyway out of the way, are they going to find it easier at Scarfield with an indoor A point and quite a big building, just to get away from all those low pods?
I'm not entirely sure how much positioning is going to favor them this time around. I mean, it really seemed like it's pretty evenly stacked. I mean, we saw that there was like positioning like you could get somewhere quicker, but it didn't really seem to pay off. So what they're really going to need to do is figure out how they're going to deal with all those mosquitoes. And I think the way you're going to deal with those mosquitoes are either sneak attacks with canisters or just lock-ons from hell.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for sure.
Issue with lock-ons is it seems to be when you pull them and your enemy don't, you take them out in the first wave, and then they pull lock-ons and kill you. If that makes sense.
Yeah, well, it's whoever sees you first, right? But then you start pulling
definitely.
flares, and it gives you a second.
It's like that kind of evolving meta.
Well, it's one of the thing that pilots really hate about lock-ons is because they don't want to have to run flares.
Yeah, you want to be able to run
Fire
what's it called?
suppression,
Fire
right?
suppression.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
It's this game, though. There's a lot of things in this game that it's just like an on-demand health. And once you... excuse me. Once you have the ability for on-demand health, you kind of don't want to give that up.
I think Blink are happy to run flares when they need to.
Well, I do have to say that was an exciting first round and a tie that at the very end there really seemed to go TCM's way. And if they ride that momentum all the way through this next round, that would be bad news for MCY. So we'll see how it goes.
I'm still not sure what the best counter is going to be for MCY. Would you go for Sky Guards, lock-ons, or are you going to look at a Walker Bus? Because Walker Bus is the cheapest option, and they're pretty damn effective for the range on them too.
Well, you got to know your team too. If they have effective anti-air guys on the ground, then you're going to use that. If they have good pilots that, got good-ish pilots that can use lock-ons to suppress, or somebody could sneak attack anyway, at least once they bring a bunch of lol pods and they're focused on the ground, have some guys come up behind them and sweep them up with like a liberator or something. And maybe. But I mean, I don't know that they planned for that. It really looked like it caught them off guard having to deal with that much air superiority.
A combo then might be the best method. So if they can create a little AA nest and then try to draw TCM aircraft over that and have the fight there, then that would work better for them.
If I was MCY, what their use was smoke and maxes, I would have trained them how to do Voltron. Get yourself a nice Galaxy drop in. Mosquitoes think they got an easy pop. You do Voltron and you got 6 maxes with bursters on top of them and they're all gone.
So, Rob here.
Yes, hello.
So what happens, right? I mean, I can't remember because I'm not intelligent. But what happens if this round MCY win? What happens in a tiebreak situation?
Then we will move over to Esmir. Correct me if I'm wrong. We'll go to the Traverse. We'll have a thing called a death match. I think this was first introduced in Colin Clash Season 1. And basically it's light assaults and heavies only. And basically there's no medics, there's no revives, no motion spotting, but that's basically it. And it's whoever lasts the longest, whoever is the winning team, whoever's left standing, then wins the entire match. So that's obviously that's only in the case of the scoreboards being equal, or there being a tie at the end of the match.
The way things are going, it could happen. It's a really close game, this one.
Yeah, it's looking very close.
I think if there's any kind of advantage to one side, we're going to see it in this round. So,
I'd kind of like to see that as well. If that happens, it'd be pretty awesome. It's not a great way to decide a final, but it'd still be great to see.
yeah, they're definitely fun to watch. I mean, it's probably not fun to play in, having
Yeah.
done all this to the final. It's like, it comes down to a death match on a bridge.
You'd hate to lose that way.
Yeah, but it is actually quite fun to watch. And it's
Oh,
fun to
yeah,
see
that's what I'm
people,
saying. I was like, you might don't want to
scurry
lose that
around.
way. But I would love to watch it. Just these guys, if they end up being so evenly matched and end up not being defeated, it's like, you know what? Blaze of glory. See what happens. Might have to give him a Freedom Eagle for that one.
I've got ammo for you here.
So, TCM starting to get ready at their amp station.
Yeah.
MCY doing the same.
I was just thinking about grabbing something to drink, running and grabbing something to drink, and I was like,
This is
oh, I got
Reef,
time, and I was like,
referee.
oh, wait,
It's
I can't
5 minutes
run.
left before the second round. Can the team captains please join me again in the meeting room channel to state that team will be ready at that time?
Got extra ammunition here.
That's why I always keep a crate of water bottles next to me, on my bed behind me.
I play in this studio, so I have to drag everything up here if I'm going to do that.
Ah,
Considering I'm having to, climb up the stairs on my butt. Not easy to bring stuff up here.
kind of the same in the eye, but
I got plenty of liquor up here still, though. There's that.
always. Let's see if MCY can. I'm actually going to check, roughly how much quicker it is to get to Scarfield. Not Scarfield, Shrouded Skyway.
Well, at the start last time, neither team was in a rush. They didn't set off quickly.
Oh,
I'm not sure that they think getting there first is a big deal.
right. Sorry, I've just measured the points, right? And from Kawati Amp to Shrouded Skyway, it's 1,473 meters. But from Woken Camp to Shrouded Skyway, it's 2,164 meters. So you're looking at a difference of 600 meters, just about.
That's quite a
So
lot.
it's quite a big difference. That was actually more than I thought. I thought it'd be a couple of hundred meters, but no, 600 meters, give or take, it's quite a big difference. Ooh, let's see what happens. Probably more like 7 meters to be honest, but. Ooh.
What's funny, and this is something I've noticed, that both amp stations, both things are happening. A bunch of guys are standing around, and then a whole bunch of guys are practicing trick jumps.
Yeah. I go and join for a second. I'm actually going to switch over to VS because I was having trouble seeing like friendlies and enemies while on my TR. So if you see a VS in the hex, that's me. Wait,
Maybe I should switch TR, give the other view for this one.
Which amp station? You can meet at.
I was at the TR
I
amp
wanna
station,
show- I
but
wanna
both
show
amp
you something.
stations, they're both doing the same thing.
I want to show you some on stream.
I'm going to stay TR because I'm horrendously biased and want Red Mist to win.
Comes to the NC.
Well, I'm gonna flip over to the TR because I've been watching the NC this whole time, so I figured for the second round it'd be good for me to switch to the TR.
Right. Comes to the NC warp gate. Oh no.
The NC warp gate? Okay, go there, MTR.
No, NC, NC, what do you call it? Amp station. I
Their
got
amp
stuck in
station,
a
all
wall,
right.
Sorry. So, I hate when your observer cam gets stuck. It's so annoying. You've got all these powers that you've just got to redeploy.
Just looking at some of the tags in the TCM side, and we've got some top players there. I mean, this is a hell of a team. Looking at the outfit tags.
All right,
Looks
I'm at
like
the
they've,
NC warp gate. I mean, NC,
NC.
amp station.
Amp station, yeah.
All right, which one are you? The one with the fire on your head?
Yeah, look at it. I had to grind for this. I just spam myself on you because I have fucking issues.
The dance party.
Stay alert. Enemy heavy nearby.
Dance. Jump on people's heads.
This is Reef again, calling for the team captains to state to me if their team is ready.
Just pack up between people's heads. Yeah. Yeah, back into observer cam.
So, what do we think then? Do we think MCY is going to go more dominant for this round, or do you reckon they're going to go try and get some just defensive stuff, so air-to-ground rocket launchers or walker buses? You know, what do we think they're going to get?
Do they have any flying
Sad to
maxes?
call.
No, but I've heard there's quite a few servers who do, so maybe they should try and bring in some reinforcements.
Oh, is it Memory Man 420? Is it?
There's
Fast memory man,
Suleiman on Miller.
Can't
He's,
say.
he's known for spawning Sunderers inside
Both
walls.
teams have
so-
stated their teams as ready. We will start the match in 1 minute. 1 minute until match start.
Yeah, what I think would be interesting to see is MCY just pulling a full squad of her just to completely counter the TR, and you know, maybe we'll see just constant air battles and then constant ground battles just separated. That'd be really quite interesting.
They've got two realistic approaches, really, which is either they all go air and try and dominate it from the start, which is what they did last time and didn't really work, or they've got to use a bit of a variety of ground-to-air methods. So, like, maybe a walker bus, everybody carries lock-ons, and maybe even 1 or 2 sky guards, because I'm not sure how effective those vanguards really were when they were getting peppered by the air, so maybe switch those out for sky guards.
Got extra ammunition here.
Yeah, talking about that. I mean, the air thing, it did work. They had like the air dominance at the beginning, but all it took is one counter push, and
Match will
TCM
start
had
in
the full air dominance.
5,
So,
4,
let's see what happens.
3, 2, 1, go, go, go.
MCY looking like they're doing the same again with their full aircraft.
So we've got Mitch and Pariah, who's Red Mist infiltrators, are way out in front again, exactly the same two as last time.
Yeah, MCY gathering their aircraft at the amp station. They're all going to set off together in one kind of ball. That being
See,
said, sorry.
what you were saying just then about the Vanguard, the 3 bases in the center of this lane aren't really Vanguard friendly. you can't sit in a Vanguard and suppress the spawn in any real way without getting instantly killed.
It's
Either
purely for Sunday killing, I guess.
Yeah, either the base is off the ground or it's completely enclosed. Where the point is, so sitting in a Vanguard it isn't going to help you at all. And yeah, the only thing it's going to help you with is stopping Sunderers being pulled and spawned around the base. That's about it.
Okay, the air battle has begun over Shattered
There's
Skyway.
nobody going for the point. The point is still BS.
Oh,
Yeah.
so this one of our scenarios we called was just stick to the air and try to drop as many guys as you can.
It looks like that might be the one they've chose.
Yep.
Still plenty of TR's Delta squad in the air.
That being said, MCY, they kind of gathered up around that Liberator they have, so let's see what they can do. It's interesting, I haven't seen any repair galaxies.
Yeah, I
don't know
was
if that's
just
a viable
thinking that.
strategy.
No one was using
Yeah.
repair galaxies as backup.
I mean, surely if you're going to pull, everyone has that one galaxy, both teams have. Maybe if you just made it a repair galaxy, just like as a
Yeah.
buffer,
I
surely
mean,
that's
what,
just a
what are
good
they doing
idea.
to the galaxy anyway? Might as
Yeah.
well be repair.
You do have to get pretty damn close to them to get the repair though, and in a big air battle where everybody's dodging like this, that's not going to be easy.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just so. I mean, you can probably tell that I don't pilot like at all. It's farm, so.
All right,
I'm
it looks
useless.
like MCY has successfully repelled the TCM air, though.
Don't have many left though. How many Reavers? Like 3, 4? Is that an MCY lib as well? Yeah, trying to tank bust the mosquito.
Yeah, so like
Now he's dead.
it's the repeat of last time, isn't it? It's MCY. They win the air battle. They do also have a Vanguard to the west of Shrouded Skyway.
I do count
but-
12 Reavers currently still in the sky.
Oh, okay, I didn't see that. Yeah, there's some further back.
Despite all this, TCM, they have the point at Shrouded Skyway. Let's, yeah.
There's a Reaver there using an air-to-air nose gun to try and pick off infantry.
Yeah, yeah.
Good luck with that.
They were doing that
Oh,
with their
I just
mosquitoes,
remembered.
too. They were landing. They were trying to squish guys on the point with their mosquitoes when they ran out of bullets.
With the latest update last week, it brought in the new UI changes. I think it also brought in the new capture mechanics for single point bases, whereas they can be stolen at the very last second. So maybe this will be something that we see MCY doing at this neutral base for the Skyway.
We don't
They'll-
see it happen
yeah.
a lot, but I
they'll
would
let
love to
the,
see it.
Yeah,
In
they'll let
the
TR set
initial
the point.
update, it didn't actually work. I went straight to Jaeger and tested it, but the patch afterwards, it does work now. The hotfix.
So
You
maybe
can steal them.
what I'd like to see is maybe MCY keeping the air dominance as tight as possible, just suppressing the point and clearing it out. Last second, just drop a few guys on there, and there you go. The base is yours. As simple as that.
Well, it looks like that's
Got
actually
in.
what's happening right now.
Yeah, just keep that air dominance, and in 1 minute 50, the base is yours.
They got an AP Vanguard roaming around.
Barrage of Reavers not allowing them to come. Good stuff.
So we got an AP Vanguard on point at Shrouded Skyway. Is he gonna go up the stairs? He looks like he's thinking about it. No, he's circling around.
Yeah, I think he's just got to patrol the
I think
base,
he's
make sure there's no
looking
spammy
for-
Sundays.
Yeah, stealth Sundays. I think he's looking for now.
Yeah. I mean, at the neutral base, there's got to have a Sunday somewhere because, Galaxy drop isn't really viable because the amount of air that's like, up in the air, you can't get Galaxy anywhere near.
They got one in the building on the far side of the road, and they've
Yeah.
got what I guess is a battle bus to the south on the inside of the base.
Yeah, to the south, to the east, in that kind of generic behind that building location, they do have
Yeah,
a
I
cloak
see.
under there. So, yeah.
Oh
Having
yeah,
said,
they got cloak one inside to the south now too, but it's not deployed yet. He's running away from vanguards.
It's an impressive air battle going on over here.
oh yes.
The vanguard's down.
Vanguard's down. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he went balls to the wall for the Sunderer and got rocketed, but the Sunderer died.
It looks like the Mozzies are actually winning the air battle. So this is
Yeah,
just
just
like
by a
deja
little
vu.
bit. There's just there's 2 Mossies and 1 Reaver left.
I did say, I mean, if it takes you, say, 20 Reavers to beat you know, 16, 18 Mozzies, you're going to lose in the long run.
Yeah, but during that
It's just
ensuing
the wrong
air
way
battle
to
and keeping
play
off
it.
the air pressure, MCY was able to retake Shrouded Skyway and have only 25 seconds left to go.
Not only that, but they did actually just reinforce with some more Reavers, and it doesn't look like the Mozzies have done
Yeah,
the same,
yeah,
so-
yeah. When we say
Okay.
when y'all saw the mosquito battle look like it was going their way, it was kind of a tit for tat. They had 2 mosquitoes and 1 Reaver in it, and then while they were waiting, more Reavers were coming up behind them.
Yeah, I've
This
tried it
could
Skyway
be-
now.
This could be
Yeah.
one of those fights where TCM get the point, you know, just 5 seconds.
Capture!
too late. Got infantry pushing in, but it's too
Now,
late.
do they have the lock
It's
ready?
probably
They
not
already
enough
have a
as well.
Sunderer going down, but do they have some enterprising young? Oh, they do. They already have it ready to go.
It's-
I was
yeah.
going the wrong way. My bad. I forgot we switched sides. I
They
went the
got
wrong way.
Galaxy up though, so all they got to do is spawn into that and then get over there pretty quick.
Over at
It's going the wrong
Scarfield,
way though. They're playing more defensive.
there is a Prowler actually over at Scarfield. It's that SYLR guy.
Yeah, I think one guy went the wrong way.
Siler, that's it. So Siler's over
Sorry,
there.
Siliner.
Siliner, okay. He's over there in his AP Prowler waiting for any Sunderers to come along. He doesn't have a gunner at the moment though, so he's kind of, even though he's running a Halberd, he's kind of like fresh meat for any enterprising Reavers to come along.
Alright,
So let's
now
see
we've
if that
got
happens.
an MCY Sunday pushing south. He's getting shot by archer bullets. I don't think that's going to do much.
Yeah, it's,
Oh, a couple of lock-ons. but
another
he's
Sunday's
okay.
joining him, another Sunderer. The Prowler though is coming around
Now,
to
are
meet
they
him.
stealth? This one, the front one
No.
is stealth. And the
A
back
point's
one's
getting
blockade.
flipped though.
And he's got yeah, he's
No.
gonna die.
And none of them have dark lights, so they can't
Bailed.
see it.
He's dropping mines.
TR have retaken air point at Skyway.
Yep.
So MCY have got a re-drop in that Galaxy and push them off. See if that's actually going to happen.
They're only having
air
to deal with
dominance.
bulldog fire on the A point. I'm not seeing any lull pods to make it down there.
So MCY have got Sunday inside Scarfield now. They're just pushing it into the garage. They got it over the wall.
How on earth did they do that?
I just drove it basically. I've not seen that one before. Oh, there's a rock in front.
What?
Yeah,
Did they
how
jump it
the
off the
hell
green
did
one?
he do that?
They-
I just
Was
saw
it-
it and I don't believe it.
He's must have jumped it up. Oh, wow. Oh, I've seen how he's done that. He's jumped it up.
At this point,
see the-
why keep shooting
yeah,
at it? It's
See
done.
the rocks to the northeast? You can get it up
Uh-oh.
there. You can jump it across.
How on
It's-
earth did you
it's
get
a
enough
good
speed to actually
position.
get it over the wall? Then? Surely.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely
You must have that
tons of
racer.
MCY Reavers in the air right now.
Yeah, over Shrouded Skyway. It's getting hammered, but I'm not seeing anyone on the point.
Nope.
MCY, please? Please? Keep
I
on
don't
the
even
point.
see I don't even see a Reaver for them. I see their
Oh,
Galaxy.
wow.
That's it. Oh, and Delta from the TR have brought in a whole bunch of mosquitoes to come up behind them. See how this
Huge
plays
air
out.
fight going on now.
Oh yeah, this is big.
Oh,
this
yeah.
could be a deciding moment here. Whoever wins this is going to have a lot more resources than their opponent.
That was a massive collision explosion, man. Everybody knows. Freaking
I'm
debris is
counting
OP.
12 Reavers in the sky still. 13
both,
maybe.
Both teams are losing some ESFs here. This is
Both teams are running into each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, pretty much all the Reavers right now are using the air hammers, so you've got to ask, why are the Mozzies, like, getting so close? Surely
Yeah,
they could almost,
don't.
like, sit at a range.
Sit by, yeah.
Because that's
I
what's
guess.
happening. They're getting close, and the air hammer's just tearing into pieces.
Well, maybe that's the Reavers are pushing them because you would rush. I mean, if you're in a Reaver in this situation, you're going to rush.
Well, they were all, the
Well-
MCY was also in a pretty bad position. They were coming down low, doing the air to ground game,
I
and
think the
TCM did the
Reavers have
smart
got
move,
this.
come from on high and rain down hell. So taking that high position is going to really give them more kills before they can turn it around. A point is
There's
now
still
flipping in
Mozzies
favor of the
up,
MCY though.
Yeah, but it's not for long, man, not for long.
Oh, they're
Uh,
getting behind the Reavers though and thinning them out. These couple of Mozzies that are left are doing a great job.
TCM have re-secured the air point as well at Shrouded Skyway. Like,
They've got the
all
air
them
back
Reavers-
too.
Yeah, all them Reavers just kind of got, like, distracted. And there was no one actually on the point, so TCM were just getting some free cap time, man.
MCY is starting to rush the point right now. They've got a couple of reses, but they need to watch their back stairs.
Yeah, those back-
Galaxy's taking some fire now. The MCY Galaxy, yeah, it's burning and it's dead. So
Yeah.
they've dropped back a bit, the Mozzies, and they're just picking off single targets, trying to focus fire. It's working a
Trying
lot
to conserve
better.
those nanites, huh?
Well, to be honest, they should have done that from the start. It's working better.
Well, what's funny and something interesting you ought to consider is that all the Reavers that they had to spend to do that, That might take a big cut out of the amount of vanguards and maxes they would like to pull.
They're nose gunning the Vanguard now.
On the note of that, I believe there's only I think it's only Peter 2 who pulls vanguards, so I don't think it's going to be too much for the
They
vanguard.
had
But
2 against Vipers and Jest. I haven't seen 2 in this match.
yeah, normally it's just Peter 2, but I occasionally they will pull people out. But so
Was it Lalapan pulled
Yeah.
one in the last match?
It must be Lalapan and Peter, because normally Lalapan just guns, but it might. just be
Another
Lalapan
air
and Peter.
hammer
Oh
win.
yeah, he's got a gunner. Yeah.
Yeah.
The sky has been cleared by the NC. Lots of air hammers.
NC do all the point, but TCM are pushing in, and TCM do have an advantage on the point. So we're going to have to get a nice close spawn. Could probably
Right now,
manage it
it's
having
looking to be
air
a pretty
dominance.
even fight.
Indeed.
Air, ground, back and forth. I like it.
Very pretty to watch, certainly.
Oh, there
MCY
you
is
go.
kind of-
MCY got the point.
There we go.
Yeah, they
A
got bodies
fancy
all over it.
MCY took it by himself.
Enemy heavy nearby.
Just filtered in quite nicely. Reavers, I can see 2 Reavers in the sky right now. By Scav. By Shrouded
So
Skyway.
there's currently only beacons for TCM, but they've got 2 more.
They've got
Sundries
a
pushing
couple
from the
Sunders
south,
coming, 3
but
Sunders.
They've got a Vanguard in between them and the base.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's what's
yeah.
keeping those Sunders from coming in.
He's smoking
The
quite
Vanguard,
heavily.
oh,
though.
he's burning. He's burning. They've got to finish him now. They've really got to make him.
Oh,
pay
he's
for
repping
that.
it. He's doing what he can. He's holding them up.
He's got a harasser.
Oh! That Sasser almost got him, but no. Sonny got a
There
piece
he
of him.
goes, Vanguard down. So much effort to take down one Vanguard, man.
Yeah.
That
So
one
hell of
engineer
a
was
lot.
unkillable as well. It was amazing on his part. All right, they're
Here
angry
we
and
go.
ready to get
So we
those
got
Sunders
blockade
in,
buses coming
but
in.
not before the Reavers found them.
They got a Walker on that front one and Basilisk's on the other, so
Is
they're
that
capable
MCY
of
Sunday
taking
still
down a
up?
Reaver.
Yeah, the MCY Sunday is still up at Scarfield.
That's always my first go-to move whenever there's a lot of air to deal with. I just throw walkers on top of my Sunder. Freaking Mossy comes in and is like, oh, free kill. And I'm like, walkers, punk!
There's a gal going above the TCM Sunday. Are they gonna mine or C4 drop it? He's hovering
I don't
around a little
know.
bit.
Is he,
He's
maybe
pulling
he's
away
going to try to
again.
land on it.
Was he just spotting maybe, or
Maybe. Some fancy
Do you
gal
believe-
flying, though.
I do believe MCY do actually have people waiting to cap the point. I believe it's 2 cloaked infiltrators waiting to cap the point at Scarfield.
Yeah.
So let's see
TCM
if
are
they can
back
hold
on
that.
point though? They
Yeah.
just got the point back.
A
at
Sunday
Shrouded.
on the
They got
point.
battle
It's
bus
Sunday on it, yep. Sunday on it.
But they're taking
Oh,
fire from,
an X-Sunday on the point.
the Reavers.
But that sufficiently blocks those stairs, so that's pretty good.
Not for long.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot of NC air above here now. They've really learned from the last one. I mean, they're much stronger in the air. And that AP Vanguard is back up, and south of the base is hunting Sunderers.
Yeah, this is the MCY I'm used to. This is the MCY I'm used to seeing. Very calm, collected, pretty cool. And they're doing well now. Let's just see if they can push up to Scarfield. In 14 seconds, like, not 10 seconds they're left.
I know
from
you're
the cap
saying
point
calm,
at
cool, and
Shrouded
collected,
Skyway.
but to me it feels angry. I like it.
Oh yeah, probably. It's revenge. It's revenge.
Like,
Isn't it?
you
I'm
bastards.
just looking at the leaderboards in Shrouded Skyway, and I'm looking at Aircraft Doodle with 21
yeah.
kills. 21
Airhammer.
kills. Yeah,
Airhammer,
just
that's all he
Airhammer
uses.
farming. Airhammer
All he
farming.
uses.
Oh, another battle
Do they
bus
got
is
the
gonna
lock?
run straight into Beta 2.
Yes, they get.
They
the
have
flip,
people
they
there.
flip
They already got the
Scarfield.
lock. Nice.
Yeah, they got it. They got
Oh,
it.
the ram from the galaxies, and it went down anyway. But, well,
The great thing about that Sunder is
TR Air Force was waiting for him.
Wave
yeah,
from mosquitoes
the
has
TR
been
Air
pulled.
Force can't do anything about that Sunday inside. It's completely free.
Yeah, that was something I noticed when they pushed this base briefly. That I was like, this base does not lend itself to air support very well.
Well, it does in that it's a very difficult point hold, Scarfield. It's indoors, but you've got to control more than just the A-point building generally.
Right, so no one is.
Where are the
on point
mosquitoes? I
base.
think are running for a mitigation point. They're running straight to the amp station. They're gonna lock down that spawn.
No air dominance for you guys.
Wow,
Like,
the Vanguard's
yeah.
down again. You've got low putted into oblivion.
I think this is MCY.
I'm seeing the Liberator getting pounded as well.
they can cover all the stairs and get Maxes inside, they will lock down this building. This is MCY's territory now.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but TCM has just ran all over the amp station, and they're not going to let any more Reavers get pulled, it looks like. At least not for a moment. Of course, when
Well,
that happens, I would
that's
just put in the
fine.
call, say, don't pull any Reavers. Their guys are over there. Wait for them to turn around
They
before I
can
pull them
gather
again.
up for a single push though, because they control more of the base. Then I'd say double doors is probably the way. If you're going to use pounder maxes, which is your natural counter for scats, I think you want the height advantage coming from above.
Yep, it looks like they're finally starting to turn around their mosquitoes to come and give them support. They had a long ways to have to come and get to this base.
Yeah, so one of MCY's Sunderas, the ones to the southeast that was cloaked, it wasn't inside the base. So arguably it's less useful than Unity. It just has just been taken out, so and it looks like the mosquitoes have found the Sundera that was inside the base.
Look at
It's being
that.
peppered at.
Yeah.
But MCY do have a really nice point hold on right now. So it's pretty
How
nice.
is he shooting that? That Sunder is behind boxes as well. He's got a really small target to shoot at.
Yeah, all it took was just one burst to Max to start shooting, and there you go, you're scared off.
Yeah.
But
That
the
is- they
thing
can't
is, the
stay
TR
there.
knows exactly where the Sundera is now. They only need to get a few light assaults, just
We
jumping
got,
over, getting
we got
C4.
Mercy Max. I think that's the first one I've seen. They've all been pounded so far.
The thing
all
is,
one
MCY
nice
are pretty much all of the guys inside the point. So they don't need Reavers, they don't need Sunderas anymore. As long as the medics do their jobs, they can stay inside the point, and they're perfectly fine. All the guys in
2
mosquitoes.
minutes.
Again,
They
got
did
it.
hunt down that
Just
Sundera, though, so they definitely got to stop playing forward and stay inside.
Yeah, mosquitoes, they absolutely use this right now. Everything is indoors.
They already lost a medic. Oh, coming back.
Alright, we got Max was at the double doors. Both have got support. Oh, the Scat Max is running away. They've conceded the upstairs room.
Nah, this is. Remember earlier I was saying about rotating maxes. This is what MCY are doing. They're rotating the maxes for damage. They
But
want to
for
run out.
reps.
Yeah, so they're
Yeah,
kind
I
of letting
agree.
them get some ground, and then they're going to re-push and take it back. However,
Yeah, because it makes them come close to you for the Scats,
exactly.
I guess.
It's like you're baiting them out. However, their max it did go down, and it's not been revived. So
Oh, but so did TCM's.
yeah,
I think the
MCY still has a
probably
max
got
up and
this.
running, though.
all
They
the
got the medics
mosquitoes.
in there.
Mosquitoes have actually landed on the roof of the building and they've pushed in. There is TCM look like they're back on point.
TCM don't have a medic. They need a revive grenade and they need that max.
So you said they
backup.
jumped out of their mosquitoes to support the point?
Yeah,
Yes,
look on the
That
roof.
was a good
6
move.
mosquitoes
That's a
apart,
good call.
7. Yeah, it's a good call, but that is really funny. To
You
see.
need
Yeah.
you need the men, man.
They can get back in them as well. They've not been destroyed. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, good call.
They
If
are
you
sitting
had
ducks
one
out
guy
there.
One
Well,
guy.
that's how you
there
save a
who was-
point. Got to get the men on the
That's a
ground.
brilliant sight, it really is.
Yeah.
If MCY had one guy stay like on top with like a decimate and took out all them mosquitoes.
I
that
know.
would've been- like,
Or
that
just
would've been
or just
horrible.
one tank buster doing a strafe run.
Yeah, exactly. Even Peter too, just away from the base. Like, that would have been so hilarious. To
Yes,
see.
I would have loved to have seen that. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's 2 minutes on Scarfield where the TR can't do anything.
Now here's a
They're just
question.
gonna count it down
That's
and-
2 minutes where the TR, where the NC can group up, get a tactic going, get galaxies in the air.
Yeah,
maybe,
because no
or,
one's defending
get
this
some
base
Sundays.
anymore.
Well, the Mozzies are now pushing far north. They're going up there, so I guess they're going to try and keep them out of the air. TR have got 2 Sunderas at Shrouded. They're not fantastic though. But I
They've
guess
actually
they
got
just have to keep
they've
them
got a
hidden for
small
now.
team guarding the A point, so they're gonna stick it out for the remaining minute and a half.
MCY are actually pulling some more Reavers. So
They've got to, haven't they? They've got to make another push at Scarfield as fast as they can. Try and get that point inside of a minute 30.
there's actually a group of mosquitoes all the way over at Heyoka Armory, and they're kind of flying over there, and they're going up like the long way around
Yeah.
to the amp station. But now
can
they're
see
flying
that.
back. So what's happening? They're all flying back now to
I'm not sure what they're doing.
Starfield. Like, are they patrolling the area just to make sure no one can get by?
I'm actually trying to
is-
spot where the NC forces are.
There's actually an NC infiltrator in Walker
There they are. They just showed
I'm
up at the
not quite
Skyway
sure what his-
again.
I'm
So
not
got
quite sure
an
what his
NC
plan
lib
is,
up.
but
Well, maybe he's going to sit there and try and frag them as they pull vehicles.
yeah, quite possibly. We'll see. Maybe we'll ask a few questions later. What his plan was. 'Cause
Unless he's just sat there gathering intel on where people are going, like when they're pulling, like aircraft.
But that's, you know, it's 24 versus 24. You know, can you actually afford to send that one guy there just to watch and gather intel? Like, surely he'd be more effective on the ground, or, you know, doing something else rather than just gathering intel. Or, you know,
I'm surprised they were able to.
24.
Surprised they were able to hold that base without it even being accosted once for that whole 2 minutes.
If you can have the counter ready for something without having to lose to it first, then that intel is worth it.
Oh, the Vanguard has been flipped!
Oh, he's upside
Oh!
down.
You see that as well?
Yeah, the sun is burning though. It might go, have they got an engine on this? No, it's going to die, I think.
And those two engines are alive, so they're going to go to it and hunt it down, Lalapal and Heater 2.
Well, it's burning anyway, and there's nobody on it.
I think they're just going to sit by it and make sure no one can come to repair it, so...
Yeah, there it goes.
There it goes, yeah. Okay, now the battle begins. It's about 50-50 pop in the area.
Oh, the Sundays are behind the spawn room. Lesson 1 of deploying a Sunday, don't put it behind the spawn room.
Got another air battle on our hands, guys.
Yeah, the NC know exactly where the cinders are. They've got purple and orange smoke on them.
Looks like the air battle's thinning out, and it looks like it's gone in favor of the TR.
Deja vu.
Although
Deja vu.
I am seeing a Liberator still up and running.
It's a
For the
shredder
NC.
lib, yeah. He's causing problems, but he's smoking. And he's taking fire from range. Who's the ESF pilot?
Surprised I haven't seen anyone on point yet, Shrouded Skyway.
I'm surprised I haven't seen a Skyguard dealing with this problem. Giving the NC a little
Yeah, the
support from
lib's down.
Skyguard styles.
There's Mozzies over the amp station now.
Oh, okay. They've already did a gal drop. They're about to do their run on A point right now. They got their beacon down, but it got blown up as soon as it laid.
We got Prowler guarding the TR Sunder this time.
Quickie, Rob, how long is left in this round?
Roughly 22 minutes.
Okay, so that's quite a lot
Player
of time.
711 Lekunibert. You have a time penalty for pulling an ESF from the warp gate. Go back to the warp gate for 3 minutes.
Okay, so someone pulled an ESF from somewhere they weren't supposed to, so now they've got to stay at the warp gate for 3 minutes. Of course, territory, like, you can still fly around these places, but you're not allowed to pull stuff from these places, like these
In the
restricted
penalty
bases.
box.
So, yeah, get in the sin bin, get in the sin bin area, sit there until your time's up.
I've
and
not
straight back
seen
out.
that enforced before, and I'm sure it's happened. It's good to see the rules properly enforced.
Yeah, the issue is it's really hard to try and keep track of it, because normally, we're lucky today, there's a lot of people refereeing, but normally there'll be like 2 or 3, and that includes casters. But today, because it's been the final, we've got a lot of people here, so we can keep track of this kind of issues.
I can't see the Mozzie. Is he in the warp gate?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm just trying to spot him and can't see him anywhere.
Right,
It's a
TCM,
pity
the
for
push quite
TCM
hard.
because Kuhn is one of the best pilots in the game.
This little Max covering the A point's got nothing left, but he's doing what he can. He took out 4 or 5 guys.
Right, so MCY have got a lot of Sundras now. They've got 3 Sundras and a Vanguard just deployed from the vehicle terminal. The Prowler's moving in close. It's that same AP Prowler as before. For TCM, they have TCM also have a Galaxy on the kind of like
I see him.
roof part.
Yeah.
Got a battle bus train coming up to the point now. That's going to take some killing. It's taking a lot of lolpods though. And it's GSD'd up there.
Yes. It's kind of a shield, right? I've seen people do that where they like use the GSD as like to pretend like it's a shield. Like I guess it makes them feel stronger. I don't know.
I think he thought he had fire suppression, but didn't.
Yeah. Got some more zombies protecting the A point.
Yeah, Joe Walker bus hiding under there. He's getting some fire on these Mozzies, but yeah, they're using the cover better than he is.
Oh, the mossy lol pods are back. It looks like MCY has dropped their guard long enough that the nightmare has come to return.
Yeah, it was a real grind for them to get control.
What was
back,
that
but
guy doing?
they've
The
got it
mosquito
now.
just flew into the stairs.
The
Must have been
exa-
out of ammo.
Guys,
Dude,
the exact
getting
same
up close
thing
and
is happening
personal.
again. The exact same thing is happening again. This is ridiculous. Come on, MCY, don't let it be like this. Get your
Well,
head
those
on the
Reavers,
stand.
damn it.
Oh no, I'm torn. I'm really quite interested to see this final battle on
The bridge, yeah.
the bridge. Yeah.
That
I'm
would
torn.
be amazing.
I want to see a decisive victory. I want to see one team that has clearly you know, they pulled ahead and you know won the game. But again, this deathmatch, it's really I really
As
want to see it.
as long as they have the death match to the tune of "Kickstart My Heart" by Motley Crue, it'd be good.
It just feels like
Maybe we can do both. Maybe we can ask the winning team just to say, oh, you know, can we see it to see what would happen?
It would
It's
be
a
cool. I want to see if anybody uses battle rifles. I reckon they'd be good for that fight.
It's funny
We've
that they
done
would
a
do
few times in
the
public
bridge
football.
death match thing. I figured, you know, hey, if you can handle an overtime, freaking go for it.
And again, Red Mist, it's their standard tactic. They don't do point holds. They try and control the base. They push out from the point.
That's what I like to
They're doing
do.
it again, and it's pretty good.
If you hang out in one place on the point, then just a couple of grenades and all your guys are gone. And that's why I hate whenever you see people trying to hold a base when they have like the 8 points inside a little building. They're like everybody inside the building, which is kind of all right when you're getting barraged by lol pods, but then a couple of grenades and your whole team is dead.
Well, I adapted to pushing out instead of point holds when the AV grenades were overpowered. That just killed point holds.
I
I've
remember
just kind of stuck with it ever since.
I like when they first released the NC Max shield, that you could take your shield and put it on top of grenades and it would just, they wouldn't take anybody out. I don't know if it still works that way, but I remember it first came out and I did that and I'm like, oh, that works really well.
Don't know, I'll have to try that one.
So yeah, history is repeating itself, and it's hurting me physically because
Yeah.
MCY they're just nowhere near the point. Or at least
Where
I
are
can
they?
see.
They got 40% pop here.
They got some
39.
Reavers in the
Where
air, but
are
not
they?
near enough to take care of this Mossy barrage.
I think what they're doing is they're going to redeploy in Reavers and see if they can get the barrage. Oh no, there's a Galaxy coming in. Maybe they're going to try and redeploy in the Galaxy as well.
Okay.
So Gal, drop the point.
Oh, he's flying in low, trying to be sneaky. He's taking a little fire. I think have they seen him?
I think that Reaver battle is just pretty much over. They got one Reaver left. And it's being attacked by 6 different mosquitoes.
I'm sorry, but for MCY now, this is just too close for me. I don't like how close
Right,
this
they're
is getting.
dropping. They're dropping from the gal. It looked like maybe 4 guys, 3-4 guys.
Not
And
going to be
someone
enough.
just
It's not
dropped.
going to be enough.
One of their medics just dropped directly.
Oh,
onto
the lol
front.
pods are already back. Those guys change gears quick. Air to ground, air to
Alright, they've
ground.
got a lot pushing on the ground now, but they're all going that same direction up the stairs. And if you only have to defend on one side,
I know, right?
you know, it makes your life so much easier.
Gotta come at it from multiple directions if you can, man. Pull some jetpacks if you got to. That MLG battle bus was fantastic.
They do have some light assaults. I mean, MCY have used light assaults quite well throughout this game. But they're all coming from that, roughly from the spawn room direction.
Little
The point-
one-on-one
the point is
action there.
flipping. Oh my! Oh, is it? No, it's not going to be flipping for long, is it? Look at it.
They're taking the point.
They could have stolen the time.
Look at the guys, the TR are just sitting above it. They wipe it and then run back on it.
Huh?
It's a good position.
Like the light assault dancing on the A point where no one can see him.
I know.
He
oh
is
God, he's still alive.
fancy.
It's, yeah, how did you manage that?
Ah, that's some fancy NC dancing. He's like, your battlefield is my dance floor, man.
That's it.
Oh,
Got
and there he
it.
goes.
Now, how long left have we got in this match?
15 minutes.
50. Oh, because there's plenty of time to resecure, but
Yeah.
morale. How are they going to be acting after that loss there? Like the exact same thing happened again, and already TCM getting set up at the next base to take a point.
Now the danger here is that they get spawn locked by the Mozzies. They got
It's already
to do something
happening,
about
yeah.
these Mozzies because
Yeah.
they can't resecure a well-defended point under that much fire. Nobody's going to get to the A point with full.
Well, they've got that
shields and health.
teleporter, so they can always pop out the other room with a handful of pounders. Or bursters, I mean. Ah, that is brutal.
It is.
Here comes the assault on A point. There's
Oh,
one
man, I
guy
don't like
protecting it, and he's about to eat
I'd
a
be
grenade.
interested. All right, they do have a guy at
it's two.
Aquatic Mountain Complex. So I wonder if they are pulling like walker buses.
Oh,
or
three
something
guys.
From there.
Let
These
me go
guys
and
are
have a
well
look.
hidden. Even
no,
I can't
it's
see them.
Is anything
Vanguard.
going to come up the road?
The Vanguard. Peter 2 and
Right,
Alapan in the
okay.
Vanguard.
I'm not sure. Well, he's going to die. If he goes down that road, he's going to die.
He's gonna snipe. It looks like he's gonna try and snipe the Galaxy from quite a range. He could. Yeah, that's
Maybe.
exactly what he's doing.
He's not far off with these shots. I mean, if he hits one, it's a hell of a shot.
It's like I just watched a Galaxy take an EMP. It'd be great if EMP would shut down the engines on your planes.
But he's going to draw the attention of these muscles. We've got some Reavers coming in.
I'm an engineer. I'll
So
repair
I'm
you.
currently
Is that
watching
5-6 Reavers?
currently watching an NC sniper in the TR home base, the TRM station. He's just waiting for guys to come along. He snipes them. He hacks the terminal and he rinses.
Oh,
and
to keep
repeats.
them from pulling planes? Very
Yeah.
smart
Slow
move.
them down.
That's actually
I
one
think
of
that's,
Emerald's tactics when we do server smash. We go to the bases that we think they're going to pull planes from, put a sniper on the console, and either destroy or flip them.
I've done that a few
These
times.
Mozzies have destroyed the Reavers. Like, they've just every single time they've been focus fired. Each Reaver's been focus fired by about 3 Mozzies, and it's over before it can even begin. Like, straight away. So that's it. There's one Reaver remaining, and he's going back, and the Mozzies on the hunt. So. Oh dear. TR are also on the point with Max's at Trinidad Physics Lab.
Is the Vanguard still up?
13 minutes left in the match. 13 minutes.
13.
Did he say? Oh, I thought he said 30. I was like, what?
Nah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, here we go. So the Vanguard's still up, and they got.
Wow, they saved the A point.
Sunday behind him, but he's just not going to do anything useful from that position.
Capture!
Oh, he's a good tanker, and that's his thing.
Oh,
but
who did
this is
that?
Not the position for a tank.
It's like the-
Crooks, hang on, Puna's Crooks mining just flipped. I don't know whether your stats called
Yeah,
it.
yeah, it picked it up. I did not care for that. I'll fix it.
They are pushing in on point now. Although we got a Max just missed. Yeah, that was good timing. Max rounds the corner and shreds 3 or 4 infantry.
You see, the Vanguard, that really excels at taking out the Sunderers, but the air means that the Vanguard can't get close enough to get rid of the Sunderers. And it's just like a hunk of metal that's wasting resources. Like, I don't know if there's any really need for it right now.
I agree. I mean, a Skyguard would be useful, a Walker Bus would be useful, but a Vanguard is not doing it. I haven't seen him hitting shots on these ESFs, not within enough, you know, to be effective.
In fact, because it's Lalapan and Peter 2, if they both pulled a Skyguard each and just covered each other's back,
Yeah.
I think that'd be just really, really good. I mean, fair enough, it costs more than one Vanguard, but still, I think it'd be worth its weight in gold right now as TCM really push heavily onto the point at Trinidad. Push into the building, in fact, with Maxes. Oh no, MCY, what's happened? What has happened?
2 minutes 10 left. They got to find a way of getting through this. I mean, another Mozzie just died. Is it just gradually wearing them down that's going to do it?
Oh, MCY now
The
making a
Mozzies have
massive
dropped
push.
back.
They're pushing. They're pushing.
The timing's perfect because the Mozzies have just pulled back. They killed 2 and they dropped off.
We're on the point.
Yep, they're on the point, but oh, they just took a rocket to the
Max.
face.
Just throwing C4 in there. That's a good.
Yeah, in fact, fuck, I can't speak.
TCM's got plenty of
MCY.
maxes now.
MCY getting a taster of the medicine right now with TCM,
Right.
like you said, plenty of maxes, yeah. Mercy maxes as well, no hegs, just full mercies on the point.
Oh,
Yeah, it's going to be tough to get in that room. You wouldn't want to be first through the door.
One of the few times we thought, oh wow, MCY, they can push him back. Nope, 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 nope.
And the Mozzies are back now. That window of opportunity is gone. 1 minute 15 coming up.
And it looks like that Vanguard we were talking about, it's just getting hammered now by Lawful,
Yep.
and it is down.
TCM is
It's
going
not
for the
bad.
win right now.
What do you do from here? What's your approach? How do you get that?
All the Reavers clear up the spot, then jump out to Reavers and grab the A points. Reaver crash.
Yeah. But do they have enough resources for the Reavers?
Right?
I think they should.
Probably not.
But probably not, no.
Reavers are kind of cheap, though.
And look at the Lawpods. That's a hell of a sight.
God, the law pods. Oh, so brutal.
Damn, I really don't envy the guys getting shot there. That's horrible. Look at that. And Banshee as well. Look how confident they are though now that they're not going to get dested or anything. They're flying so low that they can just pick up individuals, shoot through doorways. They're totally air dominant.
They're running into each other still, though.
It's desperation push now from the NC.
There they
it's
go
not bad.
again. More Mossies are getting killed by running into each other than anything, it seems.
We're not gonna. It looks like we're not gonna see that bridge fight, sadly.
Well, I don't know. They got
Quite
8
the
minutes,
amount of
but this will be
complex.
definitely Physics Lab will be really pain in the ass for them to try to take back.
I wouldn't like anybody to cap Quality Mountain Complex from MCY. That it would be a hell of an achievement.
Yeah, I think that's
NC Max is, you know, it's their territory.
Yeah.
Yeah, but hold it as long as you can, or flip it just to keep that base locked down. They've already got
They
a
got the
freaking
point,
stealth
but what
sunder
have they
there.
got there? What have they got? They got an infiltrator. They got a heavy MSW. What's that?
Looks like MCY just got outplayed at that base, and
The
quite
infil's dropping mines.
Quite mountain cap pass
See
is
if these mines
flipping.
work.
It's flipping. What is this? Is this even planet side? What?
Both mines went.
But in the point now, MCY
There's
they're
one
going
guy
back to it,
in
but-
there. It's one infiltrator. I bet it's Pariah.
Yeah, that being said,
Yeah,
there are-
and there's more guys pushing in. He held them off for long enough. He's done a great job there.
It looks like MCY has deployed a lot of guys to cover this A point, but that is not going to help them win this game. I mean, you want to get enough guys to take it back, but they've got to push out and start flipping that other point. And they've got to do it now if they want to tie it up at the very least.
right, the maxes. I've just seen 3 maxes come into the base. They're going to go straight for that point.
Mhm.
I don't think there's any maxes for MCY
Come on,
themselves.
tank mines
so-
everywhere. Come on.
No, it's heavies mostly and a lot of medics. Do the NC have anyone at Genodyne, or do they have a Gal up? No Gal, I can see a Reaver. They're gonna need somebody behind the Genodyne, get a beacon or hack out a Sunday or something.
This will be good as new. Spotted a hostile infiltrator.
Oh, this is so weird. Yeah, TCM just steamrolling through right now.
So everything I know and trust is just being rewritten.
Yeah, it's like,
like MCY are the reigning champions, basically, of LaneSmash, and yeah, they're about to have the title taken off them, unless they turn this around and go recap Genodyne.
not only that, but MCY are known for this fantastic max play, some fantastic coordination, and that's not what happened. Now TCM are the ones with the fantastic max play, the fantastic coordination, and MCY have just got turned on their heads. Like, what are they going to do?
MCY, man, they got to change modes here. That's the difficult thing. If they got to take this base back, they have to commit a lot of ground troops, and then immediately have to turn those ground troops into air troops. They're going to try to take the next base.
Because
That's
there's a
gonna be
force
difficult.
coming up behind the point right now for the NC, coming up from the vehicle bay. It looks like the TR have already predicted
3
this.
guys in the corridor, but they're not gonna be enough. I'm not sure they have. Yeah, they don't have a medic. It's all heavies.
Yeah, I think they're just there for the distraction, see if they can pick off
Yeah.
any maxes that get too greedy. But I don't think that's going to happen. The maxis seems to be playing fairly passively.
Yeah, they're not overly aggressive. They're not overextending.
So MCY now, the push forward. There's some engineers with archers, which is actually a nice call by them.
All right, here comes a nice push from 2 ends from the NC.
I'm just not seeing the number of maxes like from MCY where I feel like they can take this base.
I imagine they're probably trying to conserve what nanites they have left, because they need to
They
make a
got a lot of
massive push
guys.
once they clear these guys out.
In the next room from the A point, they do have a lot of numbers. The problem is, I mean, that archer engineer is going to pay off if he actually kills the Max, but you have to carry him the rest of the time because they
They've got a
can't do anything
foothold.
against infantry.
They have a foothold on A point, but it's they still got a couple maxes they got to take down, and those maxes are being constantly healed by pocket Angies.
Oh, we got TR coming in behind them as well, though.
This will be good as new.
Small, yeah.
They have repelled that wave for sure. I think there's like one guy left over from that wave.
There's three more coming in, 4 more.
It's not going to be enough compared to all the
yeah,
TR
not-
that
not
have already
nearly.
responded.
Wow.
This base belongs to the TCM.
We got a Max. I see a Max on the minimap NC,
So here's the question. Will they be able to take Quaddy Am Station in time?
and there's a Pounder Max going straight for the doorway. He must have seen it too.
I think MCY have got really demoralized right now. Like,
As soon as they stopped bringing the Reaver pain, that's what did it. As soon as they stopped traveling in a Reaver ball, that's when it fell apart.
I feel like they got comfortable. Like, it's happened both rounds. They've kind of got comfortable with their position, and then TCM's like, bam.
You know,
I
you
didn't
see the
expect
same
this.
thing in Server Smash. That one team starts doing really well within the first hour, and then they kind of just slack off, and then you see like a massive shift in momentum. Doesn't always turn the game around, but you see like an obvious drain that happens after half the round is over.
If he breaks in there now, that NC Max, the TR ones, they're all a little bit weak.
Here we go, here we go.
EMPs and comps going out.
Yeah, if you're going to run a Scat Max, you got to get in close. You cannot fight distance against the
He's
TR
got the
Maxes.
Paxos too, which are the ultimate close range.
You got to get
Max
close.
weapon.
Oh, that Max is down.
They got it.
Oh, maybe he's
done
running
it.
slugs. We don't know.
Oh, come on.
Yeah,
There you go.
He's done it. 1 Max, he takes out all of
Got to
the,
save those
the power
nanites,
ones.
man, because they have to convert that stuff to Reavers quick if they want after they get out of space. Nice save,
Sorry,
though.
but it was too close. Like,
It
that
was.
was way too
If
close.
you
very
look at the
close.
timer, though, it isn't going to be enough to put this timer back for them to be able to try to take the next base. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, so how long's left? I mean,
About
do you think
two
this is
minutes, two
the
and a half.
end state of the match?
This is it, man. It's over.
Or can TCM manage one more
Oh,
push?
TCM has enough time to grab this point.
They
But
gotta
that's
be
all they've got.
quick,
Can we
don't
get
they?
another
That's-
point up? They've already won. Just by how
Oh, they
much at
lost
this
another
point?
Max. Well, yeah, but you want to win by as much as you can.
Yeah. But I'm saying that's what they're doing. It's like they've already won. Now it's by how much. There they are on the point. They just got to hold it.
So, are they in time?
We're about to watch it. Hold up. I got to wait for it to flip.
So just to clarify, this
Yeah, they got
scoring,
time.
Like, the scoring isn't based on territories like captured. It's based on the territories captured at the end of the game, at the end of the round.
I was looking at the rules,
Yeah.
and it's the total number
Base
that you've
counts.
taken. It says for each capture, you get points.
Oh,
That's what it says in the
Okay.
rulebook on the planetsidebattles.org website.
I'm pretty sure that does mean though that TCM will still win.
40 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah, they should
40
still win. Anyway,
seconds
okay.
here, and it's all light infantry pushing up the long corridor for MCY.
Lots of
Is there a
Cobalt
desperation
/ Cobest
push coming in
comments coming from the
anywhere
chat.
else? Oh, they're pushing. It's a 2-pronged attack, so they've got some guys coming in from the side as well.
Oh, they're clearing them out. It might not be enough,
Yeah.
though. Oh, it's
Get
not enough.
up, boys.
1
Time
minute
to-
left in the match. 1 minute left now.
The maxes. Oh, so many maxes.
If you've got res grenades, you should be spamming them now as a precaution. Just use everything.
Capture!
They got it. They got it.
Oh.
Wow.
Now it's just time for celebratory bullet firing.
So yeah, this is it. This is the end game. Even the cap at Quat is already going through. Look, it's going through. I mean, they don't have time, but I think it's nice they even thought about it, even though they don't need to.
They're just firing their bullets at the sky now. They're all happy. They own this base now. They're gonna have to fix that.
That was unexpected, I have to say.
Beautiful though.
Like,
Yeah,
Rob, how
I'll
do
be
you feel?
honest, I didn't expect that at all. I bet very few people did, even on TCM side.
And
After
that's the end of the
watching
match.
previous MCY
Congratulations to
matches,
TCM.
I mean, they were so dominant against some of the other
Please,
teams.
let's all meet up, the team captains and streamers in the meeting room.
Ask someone to drag you.
They're taking the AM station.
I think the difference that
Hi, Johnny.
Wow.
Okay, everyone here? Hello?
Oh, we need Toby.
Toby.
It's like it got quiet all of a sudden. I thought I was in the wrong room. Wow, y'all just holding still now.
Hey guys.
Hi, Toby.
First of all, MCY, good game. It was really nice, man. You took the breath out of my body.
Yeah, well played, well played.
My kidneys are just empty. I can't have any more adrenaline. Fucking nice, man. It was a great game.
Okay, so from a streamer's perspective, what would you like to talk about?
Guys, don't forget to delete your
So,
outfits. Don't forget to
MCY
delete your
first,
outfits.
was it simply down to the resource game? Because in each round, you guys took the first base and looked to be doing really well. In both rounds, you started with air dominance as well. But then towards the end, it looked like you were struggling to pull, ESFs and maxes. What was it simply down to the longer game, the resources?
Yeah, for sure. Resources definitely came into it. We were heavy in the air in the open as we always are. To be honest, it's the sort of average ability of our guys across the outfit in the air is pretty respectable. So even when our non-pilots are in the air, they're kind of capable. So, and we were aware of the threat posed by Bling, of course. So. We were trying to definitely win that air in the opener, which I think we largely did. In fact, to be honest with you, both openers went absolutely great for us. But it's not a good lane for us. If I'm brutally honest, I'm absolutely not making excuses whatsoever. Red Mist and Bling fully deserve to win, but the lane doesn't particularly suit us, and we knew it was going to be difficult. But yeah, I think resources probably did tell in the end. We were trying to sort of. Everybody had to multitask in the end. It was quite a frantic game, so even our pilots were pulling stuff that, in an ideal world, they shouldn't be pulling in order to save resources for their air operations. But yeah, it was an extremely difficult game. They played really well.
So at the halfway point, you're coming into the match having started well, like you say, but then lost that first round, primarily to a very strong air dominance and a lot of low podding. What did you say to you guys at half time? Did you change anything around for the second round?
We did slightly, yeah. Actually, we put a couple. Believe it or not, we put a couple more people in the air. Because off our first half opener, we had a couple of AMSs, our Vanguard, and a few other bits and pieces, and that got trimmed down even further. And the idea was to just completely flush the air. The difficulty is that they're extremely good airside, and they can kind of choose when they go for their pull to try and get air dominance, if you know what I mean, and it's difficult trying to anticipate that. And there were just a couple of times when they had the air at the right times, and it became very difficult. Our guys were on cooldowns, so it then becomes difficult in that situation.
So Toby, I mean, I watched the previous MCY matches. I casted one of them, I think, before this game, and I thought, how the hell do you beat that? What is the plan that beats MCY? So what was your game plan for this match?
You want to get tactical for the service match, huh?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
No, yes, we lost the opening in the first half. We didn't change any big things for the second half, so we just thought, okay, we're going to lose the opening. We're probably going to lose our opening, and that's why we just lose the first base, the neutral base. And we were saying, okay, Red Mist, you're going to stay on the, trying to get on that base, try and get on the neutral base, and just being dicks. Try to pick off the MCY, lure them in to get waste of their nanites, because we saw in the first half, we saw that if MCY didn't have their maxes, didn't have the opportunity to spawn their Sunderers and just being camped down by the air, they can't do much. So we were just, or I was just just looking into that, and I thought, okay, it will go downhill, that's for sure. So we lost the neutral base, and then MCY really pushed us pretty hard because we lost their air. We pulled 2 times air with multiple numbers each time, but we were just getting kicked off because the communication between ground and air wasn't that great in the opening, because we kind of lose control a little bit. But then the 2-minute mark on the what is it? Genadine? No, it's not Genadine. It's, well, our next previous base then, where MCY needed to push, and the 2-minute mark where it went in. So we were kind of stressed out, because if we're not getting on that A point, we definitely lose the match. And MCY will make sure they're not going to do the first half again. So we needed to change our stuff. So we just landed our mosquitoes. We just gave everything, get some maxes. We needed to get on that A point. And when we did, we were just happy because we had still an opportunity. And then the resource system kicked in, because we saw MCY having 2 squads on the M station, preparing themselves to wipe up the air and then go back towards our previous base. So what we did, we just set it up somewhere, and that was behind Scarfield Reliquary. I don't know if you saw that, but we were setting up an AA nest. The mosquitoes were just going and fly lower, so the reavers needed to come at us, and our Sundies and Maxes were just standing there as AA. So we tried to kill those reavers, because those were nanites, and those will just kick in on the MCY. And after that, we had some struggle, but we came back on the A point, and then we thought, okay, now we need to use our resource, and that was mid-game. And then we pulled the Sunderers, pulled the tanks, pulled everything, pulled the air back in to just hold them off. And then it was, what was it, 6 versus 6? And then we were like, okay, we still have nanites left. If we capture this base, the next base, so the base of MCY, we can just do this. And then we just go full blown on it, use the MCY tactic by just getting maxes, get them backed up, get the medics behind them, pull the heavies in front of them to pick off the guys that were focusing on the maxes. And we just did their tactics, and with the extra of Bling, of course, by just ground pounding them, making it more harder for them to get on the A point. And then all of a sudden everything fell in place. The communication between Bling and Red Mist, it just went smoothly. We picked up the maxes, we were just going for the next base, because we knew MCY didn't have their nanites anymore. And then I saw that they pulled some reavers when we were on that mountain, and we said, okay, we're just here to stall them because we have an extra base. We are in front, so we just stall them. We're just going to sit here, let MCY come to us because we are already in front. And they just did. They just pulled those nanites out of it and tried to kill off our Sunderers. And at the end, we were just saying, okay, bunker in because we won. And the joy was really high. So,
I'll let you come up for air now.
Thank you.
You mentioned that Scarfield fight, so it was Scarfield where your pilots actually landed their ESFs, they got out and they secured the point, as being a pivotal moment in the match. And I think you're right, that if MCY had capped that base, it could have been a very different second round.
Yeah, exactly.
Whose order was that one? To
Well-
just bail from the ESFs and save that point.
It was just both sides. On Bird, my side, and a couple of guys that were already also leading. So we just had the same thought because it was up or down because their Thunders were down, and there were most of them were just on the A point. So we just said, okay, they're in. We boxed them in. We're going to pick them off the A point. If we hit a medic, we hit a medic, and they can't get him up or can get him up, but it will cost time because that down medic won't rest. And then we picked them up, and all of a sudden we pushed in for double doors and we captured the A point.
It's always, when you ground air to take back a point, it's always a giant risk, because if they don't get the point, then you've lost so many ESFs and so many resources. But you know, you took that risk at the right time. It paid off. That was nice.
Yeah, it was because we saw so many on the A point, and we saw their air were just getting fine. Were just in the air, but we pulled them off and took them down. And there were some stranglers up there in the air from MCY, but then we killed all their spawns, and yeah, we just pulled that off and killed their Thunderers, and we know where they were, so we took that risk, because if the guys that were still alive were dead and get those reavers, they were not in time to get on that A point. So we knew that this was our opportunity, and we needed to push. We pushed and got the A point.
I've got to be honest though, me and the other casters, we were hoping for a death match on the Traverse. We were hoping for a tie at the end of it, and it did look like that might be possible for a while. But yeah, well played, guys.
Thank you, and good job, MCY.
Yeah, quite.
Anyone else got any questions? Doesn't sound like it. Anything you two guys want to say?
Just from MCY, obviously good game. Disappointed to lose for sure, but proud of the guys that we're a really small outfit, and we're one of the few teams that managed to field an outfit-only team through the whole competition. Many bigger outfits have chosen to team up with other big outfits so they can cherry-pick people, which was well within the rules, but pleased that we managed to do it the way that we wanted to do it. And as I said, disappointed to have lost, but Bling and Red Mist, they played really well. They deserved to win. So I take my hat off to them. It was a good game. Yeah, we'll sign off with that. So
Yeah, good job. Good fighting, of course. And we finally also got the answer that cheesiness won't win from tactical. And that's just being settled right now.
You pulled more maxes than them, Toby.
Yes, because we just used
that's
MCY on
bullshit.
them.
She's
We just used their tactic against them, while they have no nanite.
I don't know, man. I think a bunch of lol punch in the sky is a little cheese.
Oh well, heavies with SMGs are not cheesy.
Nah, I can kill a heavy with a medic.
Okay. Well, my fault then.
we could drag that argument out for a lot longer than the time we've got left.
I want that. Yes, please.
Pass. We'll call it a day there. Thanks a lot, guys. That was a great game. That was the best one I've seen so far. Well played, and I think both teams can be proud of the performance they put in there. It was a really, really high standard.
Yeah, good job. Thanks
Cheers.
for casting,
Thanks for
guys.
casting.
Also,
One last thing,
thank
Toby,
because of you. Yeah.
would you be up for a match against the North American teams?
Who's on top there?
It's still not really decided. I need to ask Relto about this, but
Well, just come back to me and I will discuss it with my guys. I don't have the feeling right now, or just have the to think. Seriously.
okay.
Thanks, guys,
Then-
also for the casting, of course, because of you, there was a hype on the LaneSmash. If we didn't have you, there was no proper LaneSmash that being held now in the finals. So thanks.
Yeah, thanks for taking part. Alright guys, we'll call it there. Thanks for watching, thanks for playing. See you later.
See ya.
There we go. I've stopped my stream.
All right, so I can kill mine now too. Good. I'm just looking at the Quaddy Amp Station Dragon.